Welcome back to the C Squared Podcast. My name is Carmelo.
And I'm CJ.
And welcome back to the show.
Hello, everybody.
We are here live from, live snowed in from New Jersey. We are in the middle of the winter snowstorm, which is the first one in a long, long time.
Yeah, today's snow has been...
I'm like, are you going to say anything?
I was waiting because I tried to chime in before and you kept going. Now I stopped and you stopped. So I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, is it a trick or you naturally just do that? But yes, we are here trapped in. They had stopped all the bus and train services, so there's no way to get out of New Jersey until tomorrow, Monday. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's been pretty chill though. There was a football game today. Yes. So people were able to stay inside and watch, and then try and order out. But every order delivery place was closed
by like 4,
literally. So it was pretty good if you were inside and prepared.
Yep. So housekeeping for today, everybody. Please make sure that you are following us on all of our social media platforms and make sure that you're following the C Squared Podcast. Make sure that you click the like and subscribe button down below on our page and on our videos. Also, make sure that you tap the bell icon so that way you're notified whenever we upload a new video. So that way you could be up to date with everything from the C Squared Podcast.
Yeah, awesome. You want to get into some ice breaking?
Okay.
Nice. Well, this week we are going to give each other our icebreaker questions to start today's conversations. My icebreaker question for you, Carmelo, is Act 3. What do you want? What do you expect? And what's something completely different that can be done that no one is pretty much speculating or expecting?
I wish you would ask one question instead of 5 questions in one. That's your thing.
It's a multi-part question.
Act 3, I want it to be a rock album. I want her to just, to continue taking over all the genres of music like she has been doing throughout the years. The only thing that could be unexpected or a surprise for Act 3 would be like a Destiny's Child remake or something. For me, anyways, I think that would be surprising. Just because I don't know that Beyonce's Renaissance, that she would want to end it back in a group. Like when you look at their actual Renaissance and history and stuff, like it was done in 3 or 4 phases, but it was more about the cultural resetting, which is what she's been doing. She did she took over house music. It was like a cultural reset for the gays and everything. Then it was a total cultural reset for country music, and they added a whole new category to the Grammys because of it. And then now
she had them add a whole. The Grammys was about her that year. The country Grammy, not even, it was the regular Grammys.
It was the regular Grammys. They had to add an alternative country category for her because so many traditional country artists were upset that Beyonce was beating them in their own game.
Well,
so yeah, that's kind of what I have in my feelings for Act 3 and what I would like it to be. I don't really have any expectations. I just hope that it's good music. I love a good ballad, so I hope that we get a good ballad in there. Because I know there was really good ballads in, there was really good ballads in Cowboy Carter. But I'm a ballad girl, so I want more.
I was thinking about it yesterday. I was saying I think Beyonce has the most and best songs that are commercial or just on the album, that period, of all artists. Like if I had to pick one that's what it was. If I had to pick one artist to listen to for like the rest of time, I'm like, who has pretty much a little bit of everything, even her featured tracks that she's on as a feature. Like, I could listen to a Beyonce song
Mm-hmm.
and be good. And
I
she
agree with
kind of
that.
doesn't set herself up. Like for me, I'm a big Gaga head.
Yeah.
That's my mother. But
Yeah.
I was like watching her perform Abracadabra recently.
Mm-hmm.
I think in Japan, where she's at now,
You
um,
watched it online?
on Instagram. And
Okay.
there's a video of her just performing Abracadabra by herself.
Oh.
Like she starts on top of this stage. The
Her dress, the big dress.
No, she has a regular black dress on with this cool black headpiece,
Oh.
and it's on the "When I Grow Up" thing. What is it called?
The scaffolding.
Yes, she's on like that, and then it goes down for the certain part of, and it's the same mix as the tour. She goes down at a certain part, takes off the headpiece, her hair is all wet, silk
Mm-hmm.
back, and then she performs the whole song by herself. And I was like, oh, do I love my
Really?
mother more when she has the dancers with her?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's such a up tempo song. I want to see the acts and the movement and all of
Mm-hmm.
that, compared to like when she's singing a slow song.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind her being alone and going crazy. Um, but it was just a little different to see her like be alone. Like you have to just love her for her and the
Yeah.
music to care if she has dancers or not.
I mean, the good thing with Gaga is that she has she has the discography for pretty much like anyone can find something somewhere in Gaga's music that they like. You may not like the full album, but maybe you're a Bad Romance fan. Maybe you're a Poker Face fan. Like no matter where you come from, no matter what walk of life you're a part of, like Gaga does have something for everybody.
Yeah, she
So
definitely does.
it really does open it up and makes it very easy to consume for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
my question to you, my icebreaker,
Okay.
is how has the first month of 2026 been for you?
Oh, a more serious question. Um, the first month of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even finish it. I'm over here thinking that
Well, we're
like
already on
3
the
months
20.
in. It
We're,
feels like
we're on the 26th. In 4 days, it's February.
you're right. It feels like it's been so long so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the cold. It just makes
yes.
every day feel longer and longer.
Mm-hmm.
But the first month has been very eye-opening to me, applying adult ways and living my adult life,
Mm-hmm.
and just mentally not letting the mental take over. Like I'm living on my discipline over motivation
Mm-hmm.
times, and it's really been helping. It's been fun. I've been able to do what I want while still maintaining the everyday moneymaker, like having a
Mhm.
job and
Like
stuff.
what you got to do.
Yeah. So I've been feeling responsible.
Good.
And now growing into the side of letting my creativity out and not
Mhm.
letting the tiredness of work take over me,
Mhm.
even though it's hard, especially if you have a drink after work or something, like you
Mhm.
just, it
It
makes you
hits
want to
you.
relax and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But just pushing through that and just telling myself like I don't need to sleep. Like I know the time I need to sleep so that I have my hours in, my body's energized, and I can just keep on with my day. And if I do feel sleepy, is it worth it? Like, do I really have to sleep right now, or is it a quick, let me get through this because
Yeah.
I'm so used to taking naps throughout the day
Mhm.
or different things like that. And I've been on this schedule for more than half a year, so I feel pretty good with building the rest of my mental to get even more discipline for the rest of 2026.
Oh yes, because it's gonna be it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be long, but it's gonna be good.
No, yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
just cold as fuck.
No, the coldness before the winter started, a lot of scientists and a lot of people online were saying that this year is going to be like one of those, like for us East Coast people, is going to be very like traditional winter, very cold, lots of snow.
And we would hear that a lot and never see it.
They've said that for so many years, and for the past 3-4 years, we were wearing shorts on Christmas. We're in t-shirts. We're wearing t-shirts on Christmas Day, But for me, last year is when everything started shifting because Christmas Day was great, but literally January 2nd, it was cold January 2nd until April. It was cold every day. Like winter waited until January to start. So I get it. But I think this is why I like East Coast people. This is why I love the East Coast people so much, because like the fact that we get to uh experience different whatchamacallit
Tortures.
seasons. Not tortures, different seasons. It helps build our personalities more. I love it.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
100. I can appreciate it, even though it hurts. I can appreciate it. I think at a certain age, I would want to get away from it because I know how to deal with it, and it's built me enough.
And listen, it hurts.
Physically,
It hurts.
mentally,
It hurts when it's cold. Damn it, it hurts.
You do not want, and I feel like that's when you can build the best discipline because, for instance, anything that seems, if you're one of those work people that just hate hearing that word and knowing you have to go to it and forcing yourself through this code, it's building that discipline so that if you can mentally tell yourself after all the years of doing it, I just have to do it. It's nothing,
Yeah.
and I can appreciate it for that, but fuck.
Oh no, it plays no games out here.
Insanity. So yeah, that's how my first
Yeah,
month.
so that was a nice little icebreaker for us. We love to do the icebreakers for you guys so that way you guys get to know us a little bit more. We get to ask each other some silly questions, and get to share a little bit of ourselves with you guys. So moving right along, up next we have is our hot topic section, which is called On Today's Internet.
I'm so excited for this. There's a lot of things on the internet that's happened lately, a little bit
every
too
day.
much. But I am a heavy WWE fan,
Okay.
and for years, since I was a child, I watched wrestling growing up. Some of my favorite wrestlers are Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, D-Generation X, that whole faction, that whole time period.
Okay.
I'm getting excited and smiling right now because it's amazing. So this past weekend we had WWE's Saturday Night Main Event.
Okay, and what is that?
So this is a new Saturday pay-per-view that they added to their lineup of shows that they do throughout the years. And we have Royal Rumble coming up. So since a child, if you're a wrestling fan, Royal Rumble has always been one of the biggest events that they do.
It's Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. Those are like the big three in wrestling pay-per-views.
So right now we're leading up to the road to WrestleMania. And every year they do these events. I'm sorry, I was about to talk about something else in wrestling, but that's a little later on. So yes, this past weekend we had Main Event, and they only did 4 matches. Which is pretty interesting. It was in a span of 2 hours.
Oh god! So that's a lot of commercials.
A lot of commercials, yes.
God.
And this was not like, no, this wasn't like SmackDown, because usually when they go to commercial break now, they continue showing the match on the side, and then they have the commercial. But this time they showed ads, and Main Event has been good. I can't lie. I feel like they know that if we're adding this extra live event, we need to make it just as good as everything else, or even better, to get the fans in. Because it just doesn't sound believable. Like I used to feel this way when they had Sunday Night Heat, and I'm like, oh, that's the regular whack, wrestling day for all the
That's
movies.
the Sunday. Yeah,
People we don't know.
Unless Sundays was either for pay-per-view, but when they did those Sunday shows, that like not a lot of people watched it because most of us was getting ready to go to bed to go to school for the next day. Yes,
or they would play it like early in the morning or afternoon. I would miss it half the time. I'm like, when the hell did this happen?
No. I only ever watched Raw and SmackDown growing up.
Yeah, all day. And Monday Night Raw, Attitude Era, that's like, the start of my remembrance and...
That was for all of us.
Yes, recognition of real wrestling. So, we started the night off with Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes. They were going to fight each other. They did fight each other. And before the match even started, Cody Rhodes is coming out and he's doing his taunts to the crowd and looking at Jacob, and he goes to the corner.
So do we like Cody Rhodes? Are we Team Cody? Are we not Team Cody? Does the audience like Cody now?
Okay, so this is a debate. Um, Cody Rhodes has been the champion for the past few pay-per-views, I can say.
Hasn't it been years?
No, because he always, I believe he lost it before and got it back again from John Cena. Hold on.
What? No.
No, I'm lying. He's been the champion for some time.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. He just recently lost it.
He just lost it now. Yeah.
Yeah,
To Drew McIntyre.
yeah. So he's been he's been the champ since his WrestleMania when he got it. WrestleMania what? What was that?
41.
Yeah, that was like 2-3 years ago.
I need to Google. But anyway, back to your question. We're gonna get that info because, as much as I like it, I don't want to sound crazy with my facts.
Yeah.
But he pretty much. I noticed he was getting booed the last Raw that he was on, and I was surprised. I'm like, hold up, and this is right before he lost the belt. So when him and Drew McIntyre fought in their 3 Stages of Hell match, when he came out, he was getting booed. And Drew McIntyre was getting cheers. And not only because he was overseas, but the crowd pretty much is turning towards Drew. Like, they're loving this bad guy. And he lost the belt. Drew became champion thanks to Jacob Fatu. Fatu for
And
interfering. Yep. And now it's them two fighting. And this match didn't even officially start. Like, I kind of loved it because they gave
Wait,
like a
the
new
match
twist
versus
to it.
who? Who's fighting right now?
So Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
They're fighting.
They're
the Saturday
fighting.
night main event. This is the first match.
Okay.
And before the bell even was able to ring, Jacob attacked Cody. They fell into the referee, which led to more security and referees coming out to stop everything. And they decided to continue destroying each other's lives.
Okay.
This went into the audience, up the stairs, throughout the arena. They were Cody Rhodes took beers.
Did we get to the wrestling ring at all?
We got back to the ring.
So
Actually, no, we
haven't touched the ring yet.
We never touched the ring again.
Oh,
After the second,
after the entrances.
pretty much.
Okay.
Like, Cody Rhodes got knocked
Was
out.
this like a backstage brawl?
That?
What was the title of the match?
So the match was just a fucking tear yourselves apart match. Hold on.
That's not what they call them though.
Pick up.
Because if they never make it to the thing, that sounds very much like the backstage brawls and shit, or the street match. Was it a street match?
We're gonna clarify that right now.
While CJ's looking that up, guys, please remember to follow us on Instagram. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. Be sure to comment down below. Hit that subscribe button.
Okay, so look, yes, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that button. I don't know what kind of match it was, but all I know is that the match never started, but it ended. It had an ending.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It never started, but it had an ending. Got
It
it.
had an ending, yep. And as they went through the arena and fucked each other up, who decides to come out and interfere?
Spoiler alert.
McIntyre. Drew McIntyre came out while they were both on top of this ledge. And, you know, like them infamous ledge scenes where, like, the Hardy Boys would jump off and hit you through a table, or Dudley, you know, one of those high type of thing, high rises. That's where they were, and Drew McIntyre decided to appear and throw Jacob Fatu off on one side, low blow Cody Rhodes, and powerbomb his ass off of the other side.
Oh, fun.
And then that's where it ended. Drew McIntyre went to the ring, got his belt, walked around and left out and left the note that he's not one to play with. And I don't know where they're going to go with this, but I do like this story. I love Cody without the belt. For some reason, he's just an animal. When he does have the belt, it's like he becomes that nice good guy,
the
that
corporate
can
guy.
fight. Yes. Like, there's no blood, sweat, and tears in his character or anything like that.
That's the writer's fault.
Yeah, I really don't know whose fault it is, but
I do, and I know what happened. I think, ultimately, I still think that the WWE, they shot Cody in the foot bringing Roman Reigns back too soon. Once Cody won and beat him and got the championship belt, they brought Roman Reigns back way too soon, and it shifted all the focus back from Cody onto Roman Reigns. And like, that's everybody loves Roman. Everybody loves Roman. The only people that don't like Roman are the natural Roman haters, you know, like, but there's not many of them, not compared to some of the other people that have hate. So for me, that's just where, like, if they would have let Roman stay home for a year and then brought him back, they could have established Cody enough and more than what they did. For me, they didn't establish Cody enough in the sense, once he finally beat Roman, like, that was that big battle and everything. We got to go through, not that we have to go through that same thing again, but now we need Cody Rhodes' next Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
You know, like, who is that next person? And it can't be Roman again, because then it's too much stuff from the past being brought up. Because then you got to go back and cycle to close off all these loose ends. The Usos, and then Jay and them, and then they stop being partners. Now they're partners again, and all that. Just Roman coming back too soon, I think, ultimately is what is doing the downfall of Cody.
And not for nothing, it's a time where they're bringing back so many iconic wrestlers, and then they're also bringing in so many newcomers.
Yeah.
And it's just overfill right now with rosters for me. And I do like a lot of the characters, though. That's why I'm like, it's so hard to see them all go for this one belt, and then all these different storylines where some of them are on the back burner. They're very good wrestlers, but you barely see them because of how their story is, what's written for them, and what's put inside the show.
I wish there was... Hold on, let me get close, though. But I wish there was something for the wrestlers, some kind of something, like the King of the Ring. You know, where it's a tournament for them to be able to establish themselves and build their names and everything without there being a belt involved. You know, because the only way to get respect or be held in a high regard is you have to have the belt. You know, you need to have one of the belts and da-da-da. But if they did maybe one more tournament like King of the Ring throughout the years, like if you look like NBA, they added that extra tournament throughout the season.
Yeah.
If they did something like that, I think that could help.
It's Crown Jewel, but once again, it's
but Crown
about
Jewel,
belts.
But also, Crown Jewel is on the other side of the world.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. I understand what you're saying, though. Like, to bring that wrestling back into it, which is why I do respect someone like a Ilya Dragunov. Ilya.
We'll get there.
So, I feel like with him, he's bringing such a hardcore and, like, very aggressive way of wrestling back to wrestling that there's actually good matches. Like, there's people, you remember the group DIY?
Yeah.
They're amazing as a tag team, but individually they're amazing as well. Fraxium, another tag team. They're amazing individually and together. Who else do we have? I love, like, this new pair up that they have with Dragon Lee, Penta, and Rey Mysterio. To me, that is the LWO that we needed that was missing. Because they had Dragon Lee and AJ Styles as the tag team champions for a little bit, which I thought was really cool, but you can tell there's something that was missing in that soup, you know? Like, you just can't mix
There's
it.
a style clash happening.
Yes, even when it comes to talking on the mic and stuff. Like, Rey Mysterio is the only fluent English-speaking luchador that I know. And
but also he's been doing it for so long.
But he's someone that you can use to help others come up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He could be the bridge.
He's such a legend. And in the video games, I think everyone plays with him at least once. He's just such a high flyer and quick mover. But yeah, wrestling right now is at a good place. But back to main event, we also had a tag match with Rio, who is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. They went against
I
Liv
love
Morgan
Rhea.
and
I am
Roxanne
not
Perez.
a fan of Io. Not a fan.
Io grew onto me. She had to grow onto me just because.
Mama, she's growing onto me like a mushroom.
But you have to watch them wrestle. Like, I look at it too. Sometimes when I get too deep into actually watching them wrestle, that I see their mouths sometimes mouthing certain things, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see that. Like, I'll look in a different direction. But she's really good. She takes the hits really hard. She takes them bumps crazy as well.
I mean, she also is light as a feather.
That
so
part. And she lets them toss
it's
her
going
like
to
a ragdoll.
if as long as she whips that hair right, it's
Listen.
gonna look like she is breaking in every way that you throw her.
Even with like certain moves that they'll take, like Rhea Ripley, she does the headbutt.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like every time I see it, if I was to take one of those, I would not be walking right now. It looks so real, but I didn't know, their little secrets to what they do to make it seem and sound
like
so
it's real.
realistic. But some of the bumps, a lot of them, I'm sure are real, because looking at Damian Priest from like the last match, he had a whole swole lip. Rhea Ripley's always coming out with a cut on her body. She just had one this past weekend. But back to them really quick. They had a tag match for the belts because Rio, which I said again is Rhea and Io, they are the current champions and they faced the Judgment Day. And this was
they faced the Judgment Day?
Yes. Earlier I said they faced Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez.
Of the Judgment Day.
Of the Judgment Day, yes. This was really, really entertaining.
Okay.
Really good. The flow was fast. The moves were smooth. There weren't any botches for me to see. The storyline is really dope because Rhea used to be best friends
leader
with Liv.
She was the leader.
No, her and Liv were
but
partners.
I'm saying Rhea was the leader of Judgment Day, and then
Well,
Liv conspired against her, got her kicked out, and became the leader.
But before that, Rhea and Liv were tag partners.
Oh.
They were like best friends.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
that's why this whole thing went on to, that. Then she stole Dom from Rhia, so that was a whole big, I was your friend, and I stole your man, and blase blanc.
Oh, God.
I guess.
what a man to fight over.
Lord. And, yeah. So this match was amazing. It, of course, was interfered by Miss Big Sexy. So Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay.
She came out. I said it so weird. Rodriguez. But Raquel came out and interfered by pulling on Rhea Ripley, and she fell on the referee while he was counting a 3 count with Io pinning the other team. And after that got interfered, Raquel, did her thing to hurt Rhea and Io, and then Stephanie Valkyra, Stephanie Velcro, as Naomi would say, came out to save the day. And I love this because they're giving Raquel Rodriguez, I always say it, the Kevin Nash card.
Okay.
The big daddy sexy. She's the big mommy. She's big sexy now in the female world.
Work.
And Stephanie, her cute little self, to me, she's like the Shawn Michaels when they were rivaling, however you would say it.
When they were rivals?
Yeah. And it was just really smooth. I love how smooth everything went. It was quick. Stephanie came out to get Raquel. They both left, continued fighting wherever they went, in the audience somewhere. And then the match ended with Rhea and Io winning. I kind of knew that from the start because I'm like, where would this go? And,
Yeah.
Because right now the number one contenders to fight whoever won this match is the Japanese girl.
Which one?
And her assistant.
Asuka?
No. Oh, no. The Kabuki Warriors were not here. Thank you.
Wait, there's another one? I thought it was Io and Asuka.
She's the United States champion.
I don't know who that is.
Fucking A. Honestly, that's how important they are to me right now in this.
So, not very.
No. I mean, the Japanese one, she's amazing, though. She's good in the...
But what's her name?
Fuck. That is T. Okay. So, yeah, Rhea won that match and Io.
Okay.
After that...
With the mystery lady.
Yeah, and that's at Royal Rumble. They
Mm.
face them, so that'll be interesting. Then after that, we got into AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. They fought. That was nice. On to the last match.
Thank God.
I'm just over that.
Because Lord knows I cannot stand a Shinsuke. I don't get the hype. I don't get the... He's such a great wrestler. He's such a technical wrestler. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's good to look at. I don't think he's good for the brand. I don't know.
And majority of people won't understand the back of it. You know, like the real fans will. That's why I feel like he is still around and they respect
Of
the
course.
whole culture of it all.
It's the diehards for sure.
But
Not me.
it's like when you watch Fast and Furious movies and you get to part 9 and you're like, you're just over, like, oh, it's just too, no, like, can we get something new, fresh, good?
Or at least if you're going to kill them off, make sure they stay dead.
That part. Because to me, he was never just that interesting. Like he didn't give me what's his name?
They used to gas him up so much. The way they would talk about him. They would talk about him like he was the Japanese version of fucking Bret Hart. That's how they would talk about him.
And
then you watch him.
I don't know how big he is in Japan, so I can't say
Neither
that.
do I. But I'm not going off of Japan. I'm going off of by what's happening here and what I see in my face.
Mm-hmm.
And what I see in my face is trash.
You said it. I can agree. But I did respect the match. Mm-hmm. You know, like I do respect the respect that Shinsuke gets now. Rather than him being like in the main storyline and he's this like crazy villain. Like, no, give him what he knows he's a filler. We all know he's a filler. Mm-hmm. Just let the filling.
Just let him do that real well.
Just let him do that. Exactly. Okay. So, yeah, like
Makes
I said,
sense.
that happened. AJ Styles won the match. This is supposedly his last year of wrestling, which is a big setup because him and Gunther are fighting at Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right? Royal Rumble, I believe.
Okay.
AJ agreed to make this a career-ending match.
Okay.
Presented by Gunther.
So wait, you said this is at Royal Rumble?
Yes.
So pretty much his last match is going to be Royal Rumble because there's no way Gunther's going to lose. I promise you, I think we're not going to see Gunther lose for like another year or two. He retired John Cena. He cannot lose a match for at least another year or two.
Yeah.
He cannot.
I agree.
So for me, what you're telling me is AJ Styles' last day at WWE is going to be at the Royal Rumble this year.
They made a big thing when AJ and Shinsuke finished about this is the last time they fought. Like they did a homage. They paid homage to one of their previous old matches from years ago where they did like a little skit where AJ did something and Shinsuke responded. Okay. They did it in this match as well.
Cute.
So
a little callback.
Yeah, so they're giving that end of the year, end of the story tour situation with AJ. And yeah, there's like you said, there's no way I see him beating Gunther.
There's no way.
No way.
There's no way on earth.
All.
And Gunther's definitely not going to lose at a pay-per-view.
Not right now.
There's again, if Gunther loses anytime in the next 2 years, they messed him up. He needs to be, and then like he needs to be what Roman Reigns was, like in that sense, not as long, but the way they protected him and made sure that like he always won and like Gunther needs that for a little bit of time right now because again, you just had him kill Superman. You like. Gunther is Doomsday.
Yes.
Like, you got to let that settle for a little bit. You got to let him...
And AJ Styles is like Nightwing. Trying to fight Doomsday.
He's more like Stretch Armstrong.
Where Stretch?
Exactly.
I mean, he is very... I used to love him. I used to be obsessed with him when he had his black and yellow shorts.
See, yeah.
But
I wasn't into wrestling when he first came. I got back into wrestling when he was already in there and established.
And I liked him during the ECW days.
Yeah, I'm not a big Styles fan. I'm not in that sense. Like maybe I need to watch more of him.
He's another one of those good fillers.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel like a lot of these wrestlers, I don't know, but from their performance, when I notice and feel that they're a filler, they don't perform the way I see them when they're like main headline, which is kind of crazy. Ooh, make sure your stuff is still going.
I would die.
But yeah, I definitely say that AJ Styles will be losing to Gunter at the Royal Rumble. And Royal Rumble, I feel, is big enough to be a career-ending situation for him.
Yeah, for sure.
It's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah,
like you said.
They're not gonna give it to him at WrestleMania.
No, his time has passed.
Yeah,
and that's how I feel about these next people coming up. Timing past and timing not yet there. So we have a fatal four-way match. This is the main event. We have Randy Orton, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and the good old Sami Zayn.
So, Cousin Skeeter, lesbian, Undertaker. Who was the other two?
Trick Williams, newcomer,
so one of the Grove sisters.
And Daddy Orton. Don't you dare say anything crazy.
Grandpa. Work.
It's so weird because I feel like Randy Orton still needs that time of the title, but he's had it so many
He's had it 15
times.
What are you talking about? Time with the title. He's about to pass John Cena.
And then even all right, so this match happens, right? They all do their entrances. I found it interesting how they all came out. Randy Orton came out first, so I'm like, all right, get the crowd singing. Boom. Everyone knows Randy's song.
Yeah.
So Randy Orton comes out. Then after him is Damian Priest. In my head, I'm like, no one knows what song he comes out to. No, Damian Priest is another filler. He's that cousin that, he's trying to be cool and he's doing his best to get the crowd applause and all of that.
But it ain't
he has
working.
a lot of fans. He's Puerto Rico representing. He's from the Bronx, which I do resonate with him 1,000,000%. And he just gives me like that sexy go-go dancer that everyone thinks, is in
Sexy is a
family,
very strong word to describe that man.
I don't think Damian Priest is an ugly-looking individual.
But sexy is a very strong word to describe that individual.
I mean, I couldn't even look at him sexy in his wrestling outfit if I wanted to, because it's very comparison to the Undertaker.
So have you seen him not in wrestling clothes?
Yeah, like when he's backstage and they're doing promos. Not like OnlyFans other clothes.
He's in camera ready wrestling clothes.
Yes, and it's given something. But you know what's the crazy thing? He will be so much more attractive if he was family. Which is so weird for me to say. So to the match.
I don't agree, but go off.
He came out. Then Trick Williams came out.
Yeah.
Okay, and everyone loves to say "whoop that trick" now, which I think is crazy, because that used to be like a bleeper for me back in the days.
That was a very derogatory thing.
To say trick?
Not trick. To say "whoop that trick." That's saying beat a bit. That's saying to hit a woman.
Exactly. Wow. The crowd loves it. They sing it. Then last but not least, because they're in Canada at this moment, Sami Zayn comes out. And,
Sami Zayn truly is the redheaded stepchild.
Sami Zayn is today's Mankind, Mick Foley.
No.
I'll say Mick Foley more than Mankind.
In the sense don't do that to him. I say more like Dude Love.
Yes.
Because I was the least favorite of all his people.
Yes, I agree. He's the Dude Love of today.
Okay.
So they get into their match, and it's a pretty good match as well. I've been noticing their main events on Saturday. Like I said before, they make sure that it's very entertaining, very good, very quick flowed with the matches, and gives a good, reaction for everyone. And Sami Zayn wins.
Is that bad?
I am not a fan of this man. I do not enjoy watching him in the ring talk and nothing. Just nothing about this character. And the thing is, I feel like people still love him from what they know from before.
Mm-hmm.
That is not that today.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's so unfortunate. But there's been talks about him becoming a heel and turning on Jey Uso and all these things for so long that I'm like, maybe he needs to just go away and come back, because that seems to help people sometimes. Like right now, I feel like Austin Theory is the last one to get that chance that it can become something, because I'm loving everything about the Vision, and I can have a whole conversation about the Vision because I just love that whole new version of DX of today, the Vision. They're missing a female, by the way. I feel like Jade Cargill will be so dope with the Vision. So different, so dope. She'll be like the new China for them. And yeah. But anyways, to this Fatal 4-Way, Sami Zayn wins. And at the end of that, Drew McIntyre comes out to try and, distract Sami or get him from behind. And nothing happens because Sami catches him and they just give that little eye-to-eye moment.
The face-off.
Yes, before the fireworks go off.
Yes.
And we're now waiting for their match at Royal Rumble.
Okay. And when's Royal Rumble?
So yes, Royal Rumble takes place January 31st on a Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm pretty excited for it. They've been showing different people of like who's participating in the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure it's going to be mystery guests and, a few pop-ups here and there.
I love Royal Rumble. It's always fun.
Yeah, it is.
I love all
never
those,
know how much I like
the Battle Royale matches and stuff like that. The more people fighting in the ring, the more I like it.
Which I had to notice the difference between the Battle Royale and Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
When they start in the ring or they come out in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm excited. What I speculate for Royal Rumble, really quick before we get off of this topic, is that we still have Roman Reigns, who's confirmed in the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
We also still have Brock Lesnar, who's out there.
Is he confirmed for the Royal Rumble?
No, but I won't be surprised if he comes out, because I also think this is the moment where they're going to premiere Obafemi from NXT.
Yeah.
I can see him coming out. He'll be the one to eliminate Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, the way they did, rivalry. The way Drew McIntyre did with Brock.
Yes,
and that started Drew's rivalry.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't notice that. And then Oba, of course, I don't think will win the Royal Rumble. I think that's too soon for him, because I could see him and Braun Breaker. Whoa, there's so many brers right now wrestling. But I see like Oba and Braun becoming like a thing in the future.
Okay.
Both NXT champion form. So, yeah, those are all my thoughts and feels on my internet today with WWE.
Okay. So today on my internet, is the fall of Nicki Minaj.
Boom, boom, boom.
I cannot believe this is where I'm starting, but this is where I'm going to start. Am I surprised by this? No, not really. No, not at all. Nicki has always shown herself to be this type of a person. I never fell for the tricks of her being an ally to the girls, to the dolls, to the gays, to the theys, to the thems, and all of that stuff. I never really subscribed to that, and I never really believed that from her, because I don't feel like I ever saw a time and a place specifically where she was uplifting the community. She would do what she needed to do to let the community know that she saw them, but she never really did anything in my eyes to uplift the community. And what she's doing now to destroy the very community that created her, because rest assured, the only people that listen to Nicki Minaj were the gays and the girls, meaning the women. Like,
you would say it every time we went out clubbing and a Nicki Minaj song came out.
Absolutely. The only time you'll ever there could be the femmest boy in the motherfucking club. That femboy will channel his inner trade to do a Nicki Minaj verse.
Every lyric recited.
Every lyric, and they're going to recite it to you as if they got Birkin bags and 13-inch nails on. Every single one. And they actually out here looking like who did it and ran.
There
But
was
that's the
hand
next
claps
part.
everywhere. Mm-hmm.
So Nicki Minaj is falling from she's fallen to hell at this point. She's gone full MAGA Barbie, full blown MAGA Barbie. She's coming after Don Lemon and failing epically, trying to come after Don Lemon. And I'm not surprised, but I'm sad for, excuse me, I'm sad for my friends and for like one of my sons who is like a diehard Nicki Minaj fan. And like, this is what she's doing to them now. Like,
because it's more than just the music. It's
yeah,
the person that people invest in
absolutely.
as well. Like if I saw Lady Gaga flipping and doing this in some sort of way,
It would be devastating.
What?
It would be devastating. It's the complete opposite. First of all, she's MAGA Barbie. Her entire career, MAGA and everyone in that she's involved with now, they talk shit about her. They tell you that she's not a godly person. They say she's not a homely person. She's a slut. She's a whore. She's all these things because what she does as a job. And not only that, but how she also presents herself when she's doing that. You think they forgot Anaconda? You think they forgot all these songs? Like, no. They are accepting her because, oh, it's a person of color who's being for MAGA, even though she's trying to say she's being for religion and for Christianity. Please.
And it feels like she's being used as a pawn in a sense. They're like, do the crazy stuff we want to do,
mm-hmm.
but let's have you do a little bit of this as well. So
I think it's both. I think she's being used, but I also think like this is just who she is and who she has been. She just hasn't had the
maybe a reason.
No, she hasn't seen that she had the support on that side for her to do it. But now that she has she's all about child predators. She loves her child predators. She's all for child predators. Allegedly. No, not allegedly. I say that she is because her husband is a child predator, registered, or should be registered, but has not. So, of course, she's going to sit there and she's going to be for the people that will protect people like the people that she loves. Her brother is a known person who has done stuff with underage girls, and her husband. So yeah, of course she's gonna be with these people because number one, they're gonna protect her husband. They're not gonna let nothing happen to her husband. And if her husband decides not to register, she's gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine with it, you know.
And the people that she's against are the people that they're against as well. Like when it comes to like the Jay-Z part of it, the stuff that she doesn't like with him and stuff. It reminds me of Trump and the whole Super Bowl thing of like, not.
I mean, in a sense, I think right now the thing is, I think right now Nicki is she's just completely lost, and she's completely lost her entire fan base when it comes to like right now. The only ones that are Team Nicki are the women who've always stood by her, and then the random men or random people that support her now all of a sudden because she's being such a godly woman, which is all false. It's all lies. There's nothing godly about this woman. There's nothing even remotely conservative. There's nothing remotely religious. Nothing. That's why for me, this whole thing, she's doing all of this specifically to protect her husband.
What do you think will happen when she decides to release new music?
I think we're gonna see a flop like we've never seen for her ever.
And what annoys me with this situation is that people would still want to bring like Cardi B's name into things to try and like.
Let me tell you, Cardi B has dethroned Nicki Minaj. Maybe not as a rapper and the technicalities of it all.
Mm-hmm,
but
understandable
in the community, like for us, the community, like, oh no, Cardi B has replaced Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is right along with Donald Trump. She's right along with fucking JD Vance. She's right along with Van Jones. She's right along with Van Jones, and that's disgusting as excuse of a person. Um, and all the Hakeem Jeffries, she's all the way down with them. And I'm talking about Democrats here at a point. Well, but I hate them just as much as I hate her right now. So, again, on my internet today, I have been very entertained with the downfall of Nicki Minaj, and just seeing the cope of her fans has been entertainment that I had no idea that I needed.
What do you think she can do? Like what's
Nothing.
like
Nothing.
If you had to, what is it that she can do to get on the good gracious?
To disappear for a few years, come back, say she was high on crack cocaine, maybe she was on meth. She needs to come back and say that she was on some heavy dosage drugs that completely impaired her way of thinking, maybe 2 years from now. But in those 2 years, we cannot hear a word from her. Other than that, there's nothing that she can do. I know for me, there's nothing that she could do. There's nothing at all that she can do. She's lost on me. She's right along. I will no longer play her music like I don't play R. Kelly music, like I don't play P. Diddy music. I'm not using her for no routines. I'm not putting her in no mixes. If I want to use a song that maybe she's a part of, I'm going to replace her version with Doechii or another female rapper that I actually enjoy and like, and that is really about us, not just for the performative aspects of being for us.
And for me, that's how you stick with the cause. Because a lot of people would say what we're saying, but they would also still support it in other ways.
No,
in the entertainment
yes, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying with I'm separating the artist from the person. No, bitch, you can't. It's impossible. And if you are doing that, you're part of the problem. Because there's no way that you can separate the art from the person when the person creating the art is a low-life, disgusting person who only wishes harm on other people. So no, that argument does not work. It does not compute. It doesn't make sense.
And your entire fan base, like you don't.
98% of Nicki Minaj's fan base is
like
gays.
Any type of support all. It's so crazy.
And then she goes on stage and completely turns against the very people who created her.
I feel so
the
bad.
gays created Nicki Minaj. The wigs, the looks, everything was the gays. Nothing about Nicki Minaj is original. Nothing about Nicki Minaj is authentic. Nothing. It is all curated by someone else. They just said, how do we make Foxy Brown into 2000s?
I would die laughing at a concert and everyone just pull up, setting up, thinking she hyped, thinking that she's gonna do a show, and everyone's just there fucking singing Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B lyrics, booing her ass.
I would love it. Imagine, I would love that if everyone goes to a fucking, everyone goes to a Nicki concert and starts singing Cardi's music. I would live. I would fucking live.
They have shirts
I would
on
love it.
that say Bronx, New York.
Yep. So that's the one thing on my internet today. Another thing on my internet, which we can actually talk about together, is the Grammy nominations came out.
Yes.
So one thing about us in this household, we are a award season junkie.
Yes.
What that means,
I love that.
We love to watch all the award shows. VMAs, AMAs, BET Awards, Country Music Awards. You name the award show, we are seated watching.
Yes.
We want the behind the scenes. We're looking at the outfits. We're critiquing the outfits. We're doing all of that.
We love a creation process.
We love it. We love the creative process. Mm-hmm. I love, one of my favorite things too is just how much the behind the scenes people are getting in front of the camera. So we're learning about the designers, the hairstylists, the nail technicians, like we're getting to learn so much more on the depths of like how these people have their teams to create these images and stuff.
That's what makes me love the
and
documentaries that are out there. Like how we would watch the Vogue one.
Yes.
What is it? The New York.
Well, there's two Vogue ones that I love. There's one about the creative directors in the company, and then the September issue, which is the one about the September issue of Vogue, which is the biggest issue that
which
they put
I
out
was
every year.
in years ago.
Yes, you were in the September issue of
Myself and
Vogue
my
with
father,
with
Deshaun
yes, you were
Wesley.
with Taraji P Henson
Yes.
during the height of
Empire. And we did it during September. It was September. It's always in September, and that's my birthday month. So that was very special. Okay.
Yeah, so the Grammy nominations were announced last week, and so leading the pack is Kendrick Lamar with 9 nominations in total. Second place is Lady Gaga with 7, and then tied for third place with 6 is Bad Bunny, Leon Thomas, which Leon Thomas is Leon Thomas is revising or revitalizing, however you say it. He's bringing back R&B music.
Okay, Leon Thomas.
He is bringing back R&B music to the T. So Leon Thomas and Sabrina Carpenter each have 6 nominations. So what I want to do with you right now, CJ, we're gonna go through just maybe like 4 or 5 categories. I'm gonna read you the list of what they are, and then I want you to tell me who you think is gonna win, and all those things. We're gonna guess it. We're gonna do it right here, right now. So are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. So up first for album of the year.
What if I don't agree on who's nominated? Could I put like...
No, you cannot make a replacement. You need to choose from who's here. So album of the year, we have Debí Tirar Más Fotos by Bad Bunny. Swag by Justin Bieber. First of all, I didn't even know Justin Bieber released an album.
I was waiting for you to finish so I could be like, what the fuck is Swag?
I didn't even know he released an album.
Lord,
okay. Man's Best Friend, Sabrina Carpenter. Let God Sort Him Out by Clips, Pusha T, and Malice. I have no idea what any of that means.
Let's not let them know too much.
My album of the year, Mayhem by Lady Gaga.
Yes.
GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Mutt by Leon Thomas. Oh, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator.
Yes.
So, because I know CJ was really loving the Tyler the Creator project this year. He loved it. So, album of the year. Who do you think is winning?
Okay. So before I give a winner, of course, I have to explain some things. My mother's Lady Gaga, like I said earlier today. And
so there's a bias.
But then, like you just said, Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia is like, to me, it's hip hop to my ears in this day and age.
For me, what I loved it was hip hop, but it was a fun version of hip hop.
Yes.
Like he took so many things in it that it felt hip hop, but it felt like a kind of creative hip hop that we don't really get a lot of. Last time we got it was like Outkast, like Outkast would do that like creative weird hip hop music and stuff. And Tyler definitely for me channeled a little bit more of that, which I loved.
Yes, and it's been building.
Even
after this Chromacopia, he released Don't Top the Glass. Not even a year after that.
Well,
like maybe it was like
because it's still this
week,
year,
a month, or so. It was not too long after he released it, and it was just as good. And I believe it was like 8 tracks. I could be so wrong, but I know it was not like a full 30 album track list. But back to this list, I can't lie. Kendrick Lamar's album is really good as well. Okay, GNX is so good, and then it had, of course, one of the biggest songs of music
ever
history. So
it's the greatest diss track ever made.
It's the greatest thing, and it's just so much. Yeah, for me, Lady Gaga's getting this though.
For album of the year.
Listen,
okay.
Mayhem. I still can't
real,
listen to that straight through, skipping maybe 1 or 2 songs, but Mayhem.
If I'm being real, honestly, as much as I want Gaga to win this, for me, it's probably between Kendrick Lamar and Bad Bunny.
I would only say bias to fucking, not you, but to this whole Super Bowl NFL life thing that's all included in all this promo shit. I could see Bad Bunny taking it. I can see him taking it. I honestly.
But also, his album just did amazing. His tour did amazing. Everything he has done this year has been. It blew everyone's expectations and has just been even more.
So you know what? I'm not gonna be biased. I can't, because this is album of the year. I would say in this list of what I know, I would give it to Bad Bunny, or even Sabrina Carpenter. Even though I don't know her music like that, or Bad Bunny's, but I
see what you're saying.
I see
what you're saying.
You know
Because
what I mean?
Sabrina had a very big year this year.
With multiple.
Sabrina had a very big year, so I can, I can see. I don't know that she would win Album of the Year right now, but I can see why you say that, and I don't think you're wrong. So your final answer is
Bad Bunny.
okay, and my final answer is Bad Bunny. Yeah.
Let's see. You can let us know your answers as well.
Yes, let us know who you think is going to be winning down below in the comment section, please.
Yes.
All right, next category that we're going to do is Song of the Year. So, there's one thing I found out today. I had to, in my research for all of this, there's Song of the Year and then Record of the Year. And I wanted to know what the difference was. So, Record of the Year honors the producers, the engineers, the people that master and mix it, the people that are clicking all the buttons and everything like that. That is who Record of the Year honors.
Love that.
Song of the Year honors the artist and or the songwriter, so the person performing the actual sounds that we listen to. So again, nice. Record of the Year that honors the people that create the sounds that we're listening to. So the people that created the beat, the drums, the samples, whatever it is, that's what they're getting.
The composers.
So the Song of the Year is the songwriter and the performer of it.
Nice.
So, and now it makes so much sense to me.
Me too.
So right now we're going
Thank you for that.
right now we're going into Song of the Year. Okay? First one is Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Second is Anxiety by Doechii. Third is APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. DTMF by Bad Bunny. Golden by the K-pop Demon Hunters.
First off, do we even know how to introduce them? Like, are they Huntrix?
Luther. Next up is Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, which everyone was going crazy over. And the last one for Song of the Year, again, this is Song of the Year. This is Man-Child. Oh, no, sorry. Man-Child is by Sabrina Carpenter. And then Wildflower is the last one in the category, and that's by Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish grew on to me. I don't know about you, baby, but she grew on.
I mean, I've always loved Billie. I've always loved Billie. I just know Billie, for me, she works for me when I'm feeling a specific kind of inspiration or a specific kind of way.
I agree.
If I'm feeling emo, if I'm feeling a little badass and punk rock and stuff, I'm gonna feel a little bit of Billie.
What's your favorite Billie song? Well,
Guess.
She might be featured on it.
Guess.
What is it?
It's called Guess.
Oh.
It's called Guess. Her and Charlie XCX.
Charlie, yes. Yeah, that song.
That is my favorite Billie Eilish song, period. Always. I love it, love it, love it.
Okay, so you make a choice.
Song of the Year, Abracadabra, Anxiety, DTMF, Luther, Man-Child, or Wildflower.
And then you missed APT and Golden. It's fine.
APT and Golden, yes.
Okay.
All those songs.
Song of the year. That word year just made it so different for me because you already know what I went straight to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Abracadabra needs to get Song of the Year.
I agree.
It's just it's a new bad romance of this era. And the thing for me, Abracadabra isn't as big as Bad Romance because of social media in my head. Because of it's so drained out. There's no more there's no more MC, there's no more nothing to just.
Well, I don't think there will ever be.
Because when Bad Romance came out, it was
but there will never be
an innocence to like viewing and getting this info.
But that's the thing. That's why there will never be another Bad Romance, because we've already been exposed to it.
So with this, I feel like
the only thing she could have done is elevated that. Like, and for me, she did. Like, we know Bad Romance, we love Bad Romance, but for me, this is definitely it is a Bad Romance. It's just an elevated version of it. You know, like, she's older. She's not going through the same things that she was when she was going through Bad Romance and stuff. You know, like, it's all totally different.
Well, no, yeah, I'm not talking more about like the behinds of the song.
No, I know.
It's more, it's it's a lot of no's. Sorry, but it's more the fact of the how much Abracadabra like reached out. And I can't lie and say that it didn't do even bigger than Bad Romance, because it's
that's
major.
What I was gonna say. I was gonna say
major, yeah.
One thing that Bad Romance didn't have the benefit of was TikTok. Bad Romance didn't have the benefit of TikTok, so you didn't have everybody on earth doing Bad Romance choreo. Like, us as dancers are doing Bad Romance choreo because we're obsessed
more than
and
like how it got.
But now, Abracadabra, it was normal, everyday, like post office people, like post office people, teachers, random, literally just the most random people out here doing this choreo.
That reminded me mostly of COVID during that time of 2020, where more for dancers, where there was a lot of dance trends. There was a lot of like things that dancers wanted to do that was like popular dance wise, but then it got out into like the regular public, where like a lot of regular people were posting it. Like, it reminded me of like J-Lo's part in Super Bowl that Paris did, that everyone was doing.
Exactly.
The Missy cool off challenge, you know, like different things like that.
Those dance crazes help it.
Me, Gaga, at that time,
the
too,
dance,
like, that was a
those
thing.
dance crazes help it reach that next level. It really does. So
with that, okay, so yes, Abracadabra. The only reason why I'm saying all of this is because we got motherfucking Golden.
That, for me, that's the only competition.
Like,
for me, the only competition in this category is Golden.
Like, what?
And then,
like, what?
Very, 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 very distant third place is Anxiety by Doechii. But for me, number one is Abracadabra. Number two is Golden. Because the thing is with Golden, it reached every demographic. It went from babies all the way to fucking 80-year-olds. Everybody loves the song. Everybody sings along. Every parent, it was in their car, on repeat, nonstop for weeks.
I hear it on the fucking taxis.
It's on the radio station
in New York when I'm walking to work. The fucking people that ride you a block for $20. It's playing on there. And then when I hear it more often, because when I do hear, I have heard like Abracadabra come on, or a Beyonce song, and I'm like, oh shit, like, yes, like that's the card I want to be on, because I hear it. But because I hear Golden so often, everywhere.
Yes.
Restaurants, supermarkets.
It has taken over.
Like, it's everywhere. I'm like, this is honestly the song of the year.
Yeah.
Like, and not just that song was popular in the movie. So I'm like, this, I know it's really big because the toys of it, the other songs of it, the costumes of it, the
everything.
drag shows of it,
everything.
The imitation party hiring costume people. You know, it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if I saw people hiring someone to give me abracadabra at a 5-year-old birthday party, then I'll be like, oh, this got some competition up. Or doing fucking Anxiety by Doshi. No one's hiring a fake Doshi
No,
with a big
but
Doshi
everybody's
mask.
hiring
Fucking
K-pop
Huntrix.
demon hunters.
And they're fucking animated characters.
Fake.
They're
Totally
fucking fake. This is the first AI,
Okay.
not the one that they say that Timbaland. No, this is the first AI. So, for me, song of the year would go to Abracadabra.
All of that.
That is my fucking shit.
Listen,
I want Abracadabra to get song
I
of the
want
year.
Abracadabra to win too. I really do.
Because song.
Yes, for song of the year, I want
Song.
Abracadabra to win.
Yes.
However, I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared of Golden.
I'm scared of her
I'm
too.
scared of her.
We need some good defense.
I'm scared of Miss Golden because Miss Mama right there. She could be the one. She could take it down.
Because my thing is, let me not even say that.
Okay.
Live, they do. Let me stop.
So the next category I want to talk about
Yes.
is Best New Artist. So the only reason I want to talk about this one is because CJ and I, we love every Friday we open up Spotify, we open up Apple Music, we open up all of the apps and we listen to the new music that is out every single Friday. We love to do it. It's something that we do. We'll roll a little joint, we'll have a little drink, and then we will literally just play all the new music that comes out on Fridays.
Our Friday listens.
It's our Friday listens. We've done it for years. We love it. Like, it's such a thing for us. So I love to do Best New Artist. I don't know half the people on this list. Like, I don't know half the people on this list. But
Let's try.
we just got to do it anyways. Yeah. So up first is Olivia Dean, Cat's Eye, The Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola Young. So for me, I'm going to say this is between two names because these are the only two names that I know. Cat's Eye and Leon Thomas.
Honestly, I just got to keep it short. Yeah, I feel the same. Cat's
Yeah.
Eye. When you said the Marias, I got a little excited
don't
because I
even
thought
know
of
who
the
that is.
Veronicas.
Oh, love them.
And I was like, they're here. They're back. You can do that. You
First
can
of
do
all,
that.
not they're back as a brand new artist, changing their names.
Holy shit. Yeah. So yeah. For me, it's Cat's Eye. Fucking Gnarly is like
Yeah.
a song that I'm using.
They
as
were
a
so viral
choreographer
this year
constantly
for me.
in the world.
It's between Cat's Eye and Leon Thomas, and it's only because I know Leon Thomas has such a huge following of fans, and he also has, he has the African American community really strongly behind him, and stuff like that. So like for me, it is between one of those two, Cat's Eye or Leon Thomas. I hope it goes to Leon. Because
I agree.
for me, you know me, I love R&B music. The thing is, the only R&B music I like is from the 90s because I don't think the R&B music of today is any good.
Listen, if I hear another 112,
Okay.
Boys to Men,
It's just, again, the R&B music of today is no good. It doesn't have the same substance. It doesn't have the same feelings. It doesn't hit the same that the songs from the 90s did when it comes to specifically R&B music. Like,
you know what? For me,
just
I
doesn't.
feel like when it comes to that, because I'm thinking of like the new girls today that a lot of the kids
SZA?
yes, the SZAs, the hers, the she's, the thems. I feel like when it comes to the actual song, the lyricism is so fat. Like I don't know what they're saying. Like the words, there's just so many things happening in the song, and the kids recite it as if like it's Bible to them. And I remember asking one of our students once. I asked her. I said, "What is she talking about? Like you like it for like the sound, the flow of it, or like
or what she's talking
saying?"
about.
And they was like, they didn't know what she was saying. They were like, oh, like I just feel it. And it's mostly the hooks and the choruses that they know.
Terrible.
Because that's mostly sometimes the clearest part of the song.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I just like you said, today's music is just very different in that
Mm-hmm.
sense for me. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm sure maybe back then there were artists just like this, but there's such a thing of mumble rap that it's
It's
become a thing
becoming
where
mumble R&B,
mumble music.
mumble music. Yes, it's mumble music. Because even like for me, I would say the same thing. Like SZA for me is one of those. Like I see how she's R&B, quote unquote, but for me she's more alternative than she is R&B.
And I do want to research that to see if she does
Like
go under that sometimes, but no, she's being nominated for like R&B,
I think
right?
so.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like for me, like artists like that, like Leon Thomas again is the first person that I really feel like is trying to intentionally make R&B music a thing again, while everyone else is just like, oh, I'm gonna make this slower tempo song compared to everything else and just call that R&B music. Like for me, I feel like there's a lot of SZA songs she labels or they people label under R&B, and I'm like, this is not R&B. Like it's not.
It's probably today's R&B,
It which is alternative.
and yeah.
It's alternative. It's not R&B to me. So, okay, that's best new artist. Okay, and then so the last one I'm going to have you choose from again. So, everyone, there are 95 categories for the Grammys to give out awards, okay? We're not going over all 95. We're going over 4. And this is the last one. So, best pop duo or group performance. Okay? Your options are Defying Gravity by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Golden by K-pop Demon Hunters, Gabriella by Cat's Eye, APT by Bruno Mars and Rose, or 30 for 30 SZA with Kendrick Lamar. For me, it's Golden. I don't see anyone in this beating Golden. Golden is the only group that is an actual duo or group. Like,
Because isn't group three or more? Oh, well, no, pop duo, but it says duo.
it
Or
says
group.
duo
Okay.
or group, so they're doing
Yeah,
two or more.
Mm.
For me, the only real group here, or like is Golden. So for me, it automatically goes to Golden. And plus, they have taken over the entire year since the day they came out on Netflix.
They plotted. They said, "We know what's happening in the world. We're gonna release this now."
Mm-hmm.
First up, I feel horrible as someone that listens to music and knows music and doesn't know what APT is with Rose and Bruno
Ooh,
Mars.
you
'Cause
know what
I'm
we could
obsessed with
do?
Bruno Mars.
Next time, what we could do is maybe even like while we're recording, let's play a little bit of the song, sample it, and then we could do we like this? Does this work for us? Then yes, this could work. And like I could see how this could be album of the year or something like that. You know, like right now we heard it very sparsely.
Yeah,
And we're just reacting off of the names and stuff like that. So
exactly.
that's just what it is. And we just wanted something light and fun to kind of talk about. Nothing too crazy.
Ooh, that could be a segment called "Hear the Sound."
I guess.
We can hear the sound of it, and then a little sample. They'll hear the sound.
No, it's too much.
You don't have to disagree.
You don't. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, back to it.
But yeah, so that is.
So yes, Bruno Mars, I am a huge fan of, and I'm so excited that he's recording a solo album, just him, and getting back to his zhuzh of it all.
That big old lesbian.
Leave her alone.
She look like a big lesbian.
Bruno Mars is out here losing money in these casinos. So, best pop duo group performance. For me, this is horrible because I want to.
My girls, I know, I love my girls
the whole way through. But to me, it looks like a joke. It looks like a joke.
I think the
that
reason
they're there.
The reason it looks like that is because it's for Defying Gravity, and Defying Gravity was from movie 1 and movie 2 came out. So why is movie 1 being nominated a year after? That's where it's confusing for me.
And for me, it's the
It would have
deadline.
made
Those
more
weird deadlines.
It
that
would
they
have
have.
made more sense if the song "For Good" from Part 2 was the one that made the nomination list, but the fact that it was Defying Gravity, I'm very confused by. Because my thing is,
That note? I'm telling you.
but my thing is, how is it nominated right now for that Grammy for that when it was not nominated for a Grammy last year, but it was nominated for Oscars last year. Oscars happened after the Grammys. So I'm just confused. I'm a little confused.
Their deadline. So you're telling me next year's Grammys we're gonna see Wicked
For
for
Good.
Good.
Nominated for Song of the Year.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little because we don't know what the hell's coming out. And when Beyonce releases Act 3, so
She's gonna take over the world again.
Beyonce's way.
Taking over the world again.
Best duo group performance
I told you already. My choice is
Golden.
Golden.
My choice is the AI girls as well.
The way they took over this year.
Do you feel like Cat's Eye is the body of the Huntrix girls?
No, not at all.
And not the vocals, but just the bodies
No.
and the physical movement.
Nope.
No, because I expect there was a few groups that came out at that same time, where I feel like it was Cat's Eye, it was the Huntrix girls. It's there's another. Oh damn! But there's a few groups of girls that came out that were giving me what I wanted. From
Are you confusing yourself with the Netflix show of groups?
Oh no, Building the Band is my show. That's my shit.
Because I'm like, what
No.
what group of
Yes.
girls are you talking
Okay,
about?
so
that
we
can-
got Frequency. Those are my girls. Don't let's
nowhere
not do
near
that.
ready.
Let's not do
nowhere
that.
near ready.
But they are very. I love what they did with them on the show though. Compared to a lot of different shows.
I don't.
I love on the show. We had discussions about this. It was more after the show. The preparation, like the artist development part of it, where
There
it's
was
like
none.
the group that didn't win had more promo and more than
For me, I just
anything.
Netflix with this show, and this is us veering off into something else or whatever. But Netflix did a lot more harm with that show than good,
And let's not say Netflix. Let's say the creators of that show.
which is Netflix.
But I mean,
It was Netflix.
they put the show out, but the ones behind the scenes in
It
that
was
show.
Netflix. Netflix put that show together. The other one you're talking about is the one Simon Cowell put together.
Oh no, that's another one. Oh,
Yes,
you see,
that's
so there's
his name.
Lord,
Netflix
listen,
put together their own Making the Band, and they called it Building the Band.
with
But
AJ McLean.
they didn't do anything to actually build the band. They expected for these strangers to work together and build this cohesive band out of nowhere.
But the ones that won that had that extra little backing, because there are pictures of them with producers that worked with like Backstreet Boys and stuff like that. They were behind them as well. But from what we saw after the show, we were pretty much unsatisfied with, the level of.
It's not unsatisfied. I was disappointed. It was very confusing to me. You're telling me that you knew you won this show a whole year before it aired?
And there was nothing to put out after.
Any other record label, manager, anything like that, they would have told you, you won the show. For the next year, you need to be making so much content that you get sick to your stomach. But the reason you do that, you make it right now so that way once Netflix premieres that you are the winner, your first single is out, your first music video is out, your first collab is out, whatever it could be, whatever it needs to be, it's out and ready to consume right then and there, because you need to strike while the iron is hot. Because unfortunately with a show with Netflix, because Netflix dumps everything all at once, it doesn't give anybody time to fall in love and invest time in the characters, in the story and stuff. It takes something exceptional like a Stranger Things for people to really like get beside themselves and invest in the show, the characters, the feelings and emotions. Because Netflix is so transactional and so quick, you don't get those feelings and those emotions.
I agree.
So with a show like this, it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah. No, 100%. So back to this list, I see Golden getting it.
Yes,
Golden
same.
is winning best pop group duo group performance.
And so then my last thing for on today's internet is what I'm going to say for our main topics, and we'll be right back after this. Hey y'all, Carmelo here from the C Squared Podcast. Just stopping by to remind you all to make sure that you're following us on YouTube and Instagram at the C Squared Podcast to make sure you stay up to date with everything happening on the pod. Now, let's get back to the episode.
Hello, everybody, and we're back to the C Squared Podcast, and now it's time for our main topics.
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to start off with my main topic, and it's referring back a little bit to what I spoke about earlier with wrestling. We're going to be talking about WWE 2K26. I am so excited. They've been giving a lot of previews and spoilers of what's coming up in the next game.
Okay.
They have a roster of over 400 wrestlers. The most ever that there's been in a wrestling game before.
Okay.
Just the biggest roster. I heard that they are supposedly adding in wrestlers from AAA wrestling, TNA wrestling, and I'm excited for that. What sold me on this is that they're now letting you pre-order an Attitude Era edition of this game, but not just that. They also have a Monday Night War edition, which releases in March, and I feel like it's every March. Like, it sounds so familiar, that time of the year for a new wrestling game. Could be wrong, but this one releases in March, and I'm fucking excited. I want to play this now. Every time a wrestling game comes out, I feel like they add more things to create in these games. Yeah. I'm a big person on creating a character and adding on
a lot of creator modes.
Just creativity. Love it. The creativeness of it all. So I'm just excited to be able to play the Attitude Era again. Like I said, that's my wrestling era of growing up. I was a big fan of D-Generation X, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, all of the shenanigans they went through and did, and then knowing that they added the Monday Night War edition, which is when WWE and WCW had a big rivalry, and they were going back and forth with seeing who has the most ratings.
Yeah. It was a weekly fight.
The biggest fight ever. The first Cardi and Nicki that we ever had. And I'm just excited. They have the NWO. I see Bill Goldberg's picture. Like, there's just so much crossover and so many things of the past that I thought in all the games they already conquered. They did. You know, like, what storyline can we do now? Another John Cena, another CM
That's
Punk.
my question.
You know, like, I heard rumors as well that CM Punk might be the main cover of this game, which I can see, but that also tells me that he's going to lose the belt soon. Like, you got your cover, you got what you wanted, you were champion before, let's, move on. But I just love these wrestling games. What I do, before I get to the negative of it, because I always try to give my critique. That's the teacher in me that comes out. I want to give a critique. I do love that the games are continuing to get bigger. There's more customization.
Yeah.
Music. I love the music in the games now. Like, they're adding so many different genres into it. You can play career mode. You can play the story mode of someone's past. What I would love and hope is that the online aspect of this game is turned up a notch.
Okay.
I play Marvel Rivals. I've played Call of Duty. I play, what is it? Mortal Kombat. All these other games that have online options to it. I play online. When I do try this in the wrestling games, the fucking lag is worse than
Insane.
watching real wrestling. It's just,
Yikes.
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, botches just happen way more than they do playing by yourself or with family at home. And I would just love for them to. I don't know if it's their fault or maybe it's my fault. Maybe I need to get a better Wi-Fi. Like if it's a thing
Screaming.
where like we need to have a certain quality of Wi-Fi, then I need to find that out or let it be told or maybe just do my research. But that's the one aspect in it that I would love for it to be upgraded where, you know, if my Wi-Fi isn't as strong as the streamer gamer, that I can still play smoothly and know that all my reversals will work and I'm not there thinking that I'm crazy because it keeps telling me I'm late to
Yeah.
pressing the fucking triangle button.
Yes.
I just want to
Fucking
reverse
thing.
as good as I do playing on very hard or legendary. You know what I mean? And back to the positive of it. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to having this wrestling game come out. Have you played like what have you played wrestling games and like what's your thoughts and memories of playing a wrestling game?
I've always been a wrestling video game fan. I remember getting the PlayStation 1 and the first video game me and my brother got that my dad got for us was SmackDown for the PlayStation 1. That was the first time I was able to play with a female character. I played with China for like a month straight.
First off, China is the one.
Yeah. So I've always been a very big fan of like those video games. For me, when it comes to video games, I like either single player epic adventure stories or I love co-op games. I love
Yeah, it's a good co-op.
again, it's being the youngest of 5 boys. When me and my brothers were playing video games, it was hard to get to play a video game by yourself when there's 5 boys in the house. Like if my oldest brother was on the game playing a 1-player game, me and my other brother are staring at the TV watching him play, waiting for him to say that he's tired so we could get a chance. You know, like, and that was just for video games in general. And then with wrestling games, because me and my brother right above me specifically, he's the hugest wrestling fan, and then I came in right after because our dad brought us up together watching lots and lots of wrestling. So I've always been a fan of the wrestling games. It's one of the only games that I feel like I'm good at and stuff like that I can get really good at.
I got a question. Which SmackDown, if you can remember?
2016 specifically. SmackDown versus Raw 2016.
Oh shit.
For me, that's the best SmackDown. That's the best wrestling game overall that I've went through. And then my most nostalgic one that I love so much, even though I don't know, I think it's a shit game right now, but I love it a lot, was Super Nintendo Royal Rumble.
Oh damn, you took it back.
Because it was the first time I remember seeing Bret Hart with the colors on the screen and Undertaker and all that stuff.
Oh, that's the one where you could slam them and stuff, right? And it's like, it's very arcade, and you see confetti coming out, and Doink the Clown was there.
Yes. So I've always loved wrestling video games in that sense. So yeah, you're either gonna find me playing I play Fortnite now, which is crazy, but before I got into Fortnite, usually you would find me playing a Kingdom Hearts, a God of War, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, single player long form games in that sense. And then the wrestling games came out and I got really good at them and I started really falling in love with them and unlocking all the different characters and all the different wrestlers and their
Oh, that was
outfits
such a thing.
and
Unlocking
unlocking all of
characters.
the for me, as much as I like unlocking the characters, I loved unlocking the different rings and the cosmetics and stuff. That was my thing, so I always loved that. But yeah, that was I can see that. I'm with this game. I'm interested to see what's different because the thing is, unfortunately, with like the 2K series of games, they'll change little things and try to make them a very big deal.
Okay.
You know, like, so if in the last game I didn't get to see my name clearly because my bar would get in the way, they'll fix that for this new game and make it seem like it's this revolutionary change and all these things. And then when you go to play the game, all of the buttons are the same, all of the combos are the same from the last game, which I understand that's a continuity thing and blah 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 whatever. But I'm a person, when I pick up a game, I love the challenge of learning a new game, like learning what it is to play the new game. So with wrestling, what I found with the games is that I started to feel like, okay, I know how to play this game already. I want to play something else. Like I rather sit there and struggle through an Assassin's Creed than fight through 6 of the same kind of matches just to get through something, you know, like.
And you brought something up too, because it makes me think of the controls of the wrestling games, where it's like, now when you pin, you can press square and triangle 3 times each. And
then the bar comes in, you gotta fill that.
And you gotta fill this, and then run backstage and drink a bottle of water, and come back and then pin again. Like there's a lot of things added in that aspect that makes it more complicated. Because it's like,
because to them they want to make it harder.
I don't want to feel like I'm playing a baseball game.
Yeah,
and it's a wrestling game.
Yeah,
agreed. And that's what made for me the most legendary wrestling games, like WrestleMania 2000 or WCW Thunder. World Tour. The controls of that.
I'm so mad that those are your.
Those were the Aki made the original like
I know what you're talking about.
N64 games. Like what they changed a lot of shit, and even AEW, I believe, teamed up with them again, or the team, whoever, some people were involved in making AEW's game that made those games. With the same control system and the way the animation was of the characters to bring that nostalgic feel back, which I never played. I would love to, just because of some of the characters in there. But
because I was gonna say I didn't know that, but then also hearing that too, it kind of makes sense why the AEW game did so badly.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense. Like if that's the team that they worked with, then it makes sense why the AEW was so bad in so many levels, because it was really, really bad.
And it sucks because a good game is a good game. Like if sometimes I like the games of certain things where it was based off of a show or
a
like
movie,
an event or something, where I like the game better than the actual thing because of the controls. Like Def Jam Vendetta. That was a wrestling game based off of rappers and entertainment stars, and the controls and the feel of it was so arcade. It reminded me of what you said, the Super Nintendo wrestling game that you like in that sense, but it had like a realism to it with how they looked. The moves were dramatically done, but it still felt realistic, which is something that I feel I would like to play in a wrestling game. There's this so-called mode that we don't know of in this game that's a kind of a mystery. I'm talking about WWE 26. In my head I was like, what if they did a mode in that sense where it's like it's a little more arcade? Like, could that be a cool thing? But then I think of like how they did the WWE I could be wrong. I think it's Battle Royale or something where like they look like little Funko Pops, but and the moves are very extra and just jump off the top rope and you go like 100 feet in the air and slam down on them really fast. Like I'm like, could that be like the secret mode and could that be a good thing to add on to it? I don't know, but I just hope that it continues to add
Well, they did say that they're adding a new game mode.
things to it. That's what I'm.
They
that's
said
what
they're
I'm
adding
saying.
a new game mode.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I just-
could that be, maybe the
I
game
hope so.
mode? Like, I hope it's not what we saw so far with like the additions.
Because the
I
thing,
get the additions.
that's my problem. Because like what we've seen so far, it looks exactly the same as 25.
Yeah, just with new modes, And I'm sure.
No, I didn't see any of the new modes. What I've seen so far is exactly like 25.
Well, no,
I don't know what the new modes are.
They added. I saw a trash can match. I believe they added a trash can. They added.
Did they show what it'll look like, or like?
No, I just heard it.
Like people playing it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
I haven't seen
I'm
it
going
yet.
off of what they've shown so far. What they've shown so far looks exactly like 2025.
Yeah.
I hate that these game companies continue to try to sell you that the graphics have gotten so much better.
Like I need
that
them
they
to
look
be them. I
like
need to
they
hire
like
them.
that they look so much like in real, and I'm like, you're lying.
Like if I pick
You're
Damian
lying.
Priest, I need to know he's getting up from the airport or hotel he's in, and play
And that's
for
not
me.
that's just not what it's gonna
It doesn't
be.
look like
It's just
it.
that's just not what it's gonna be.
Because that was a big thing for me back in the days. Seeing I don't know if it was for you, but like the generation of graphics, like that the new game coming out, the graphics is gonna be crazy.
But I think the reason we don't see that no more is because it's hard for us to notice a major change in graphics when they're only giving the studio 1 year until the next game needs to come out.
And then when it does
'Cause
come
most
out
of
the
the
next
time-
year,
No, because this time 2K, like WWE 2K is doing well now.
yes,
But
25
before,
still.
but before, when it was 2K19, 2K18, it was really, really bad.
Yes.
Everybody hated those games.
They skipped
the
a year,
reason
right? Didn't they?
Exactly what I was gonna say. They skipped a year.
Yep.
So now instead of giving a year to make a game, they gave 2 years to make a game, and in those 2 years, they were able to deliver something
Yes.
semi-fresh, not
Yes.
100% fresh and new and different, but something that felt okay. They put effort into this compared to the other ones.
Yep.
Right now, we're getting back to that effortless feeling of like, okay, well, now we just got to make this game a little bit better.
I
It's
agree.
like, no, we got to make this game a whole lot better because, again, graphics are not what make a game. It's only a part of a game. So stop trying to tell me that these graphics are so amazing. They're not. They're better than what they were in the 90s and on PlayStation
What?
1.
What?
But they're not groundbreaking. Like, I don't care.
I have a question.
I don't care how your fucking hair moves.
I was gonna say.
I don't give a
I was
shit
gonna-
about what your fucking hair
That's
looks
the-
like in a video game.
I do.
I
For
don't.
me, that's an upgrade in the graphics. I get so mad when Shawn Michaels is bending over to his toes and coming back up, and his hair is like
One big block,
gorilla
like a
glued
Lego?
down. Like, girl,
It
why is
still
not
looks like
moving?
that though. The only thing is, it looks like they took the section of Gorilla Glue, took a knife to it, and cut it into pieces.
And that's, for me, that's an upgrade. If you can have the whole hair, like, and I'm guessing that's like a hard part to do because I look at the clothing as
hair's
well,
always-
like long jackets.
People say hair is like the hardest thing.
And it's, to me, that's an upgrade. Grand Theft Auto 6,
If Grand Theft Auto 6 does not look like an Avengers movie, it fails.
like, bitch, I want to see that. I want to see the real person in this fucking game.
I need to see
Like-
it. I need to see, like, if she's in it, if the guy's in the EBT line, I need to see him there. Like,
I need to see the
needs to be
people that he
crazy.
talks to at the EBT office be
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
I need to see the sweat
Yeah.
coming out of them telling you no, and then you crying about, like, yes, it needs to be that. That's the only thing for me that I'm like, I want the upgrade of. Like everything else, I feel like they tackled. You could import your own picture and put it on your body if you wanted to. You can go to an island and fucking do all these tasks and things. Like it's turning into The Sims little by little.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I am excited. I look forward to seeing what they do story wise with Attitude Era, Monday Night Wars.
And my thing is, I'm nervous about the whole eras thing because going through history, whenever you get like the bloodline edition.
Okay.
Remember the extras that came with it? You got an extra costume from one of them.
Well, they always did different extras, like time to
but
time.
the extras are not good enough. Like, you're excited for an Attitude Era. I'm nervous for what comes with that Attitude Era edition. Do you just get the case that has that Attitude Era case, and now you have to spend $120 just because the case looks like the Attitude Era, and you might get an extra Undertaker costume or an extra Hulk Hogan costume, which who gives a fuck about that?
I would love if there was like multiple storylines within that era.
That would be great.
You could be like, oh, choose the Stone Cold line,
2000.
the Rock line,
Yeah.
the DX line, the Undertaker line. You know, like, because I see the response about this Attitude Era edition thing, and I'm like, a lot of people are liking it. Like, for some reason, the Attitude Era is the best era that we've had in wrestling.
Yeah.
And how are you making this different?
But that's my thing. I'm nervous because the Attitude... This is not the first time that they did an Attitude Era.
But I don't know
in a video game. This is not the first time that they...
playing it.
This is not the first time that they added the War Games aspect of it. Because the Survivor Series video games, SmackDown versus Raw Survivor Series, the video game, was exactly that premise. It was exactly that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, these extra additions that are coming out, I need it to be more than just I'm getting an outfit or I'm getting extra points to help me get to something.
Yeah.
Like, no, because now, like, it's the same game with 2 or 3 extra outfits, but they're charging you an extra $56, like $40, $50 for it.
The prices of these damn things, like, why are
like
we
games are $80
so
right
much
now.
For games,
they're $80, and some of these games are not worth $80. They're not.
Well, I mean, I get it. We get it. Why things would raise in price, which is the reason why we need to raise. We constantly do raise our price for things, you know. But still, come on.
We raise our prices.
Fuck.
We raise our prices when we definitely feel and see physically the upgrade that we are providing. These people are trying to do that with the change that they're making is the size of a fucking fingernail, and they're making it the size of the Atlantic
Dominic
Ocean.
Mysterio's hair is shorter.
And all of a sudden, that's the fucking storyline of the century.
What I do want, and what I would love is if with these upgrades and constant like updates to these games, is if I can play with Braun Breaker of the Vision today rather than waiting for this game to come out and I'm playing with Braun Breaker before the Vision, and then I have to wait till 2027 to play when he started with the whole Vision process and the whole Seth turn and everything like that, because I realized that I'm playing a year before of what the characters are today.
I see what you're saying, but I have to disagree very strongly with you because the thing is,
and it's a whole year.
Yeah, but also in that they cannot, like, it's gonna be very hard if Braun Breaker does some crazy thing tomorrow. It's gonna take the team a year to create that digitally. Think about it. They're not just taking the footage and putting it into a computer and having the computer render it. No. A graphic designer has to go in and sculpt the body and the motions and everything like that.
I'd rather like a 4-month wait rather than
it's gonna.
a 12
But CJ,
month wait.
Again, I think what you're saying is impossible, and I also think you're being unrealistic, and you know that because you know the process. You've tried graphic designing, you've tried creating your own 3D models,
But I'm not in
and
the
it's
office
taking
of
you
what these people have.
Yes, but it's taken you 4 months to do one model. Imagine them when they have to do 3 and 4 models. It's gonna take more than a month. They're gonna need 4 months just to design the outfit, just to make sure that the mechanics are moving. And then specifically, if they have to recreate something like how they, in the wrestling games when we do the story mode, they'll recreate, sometimes one game they'll recreate it in the game of what happened in the match in the past, or in this past game they didn't have the time to recreate it, so they just put the actual footage up and let you watch the actual footage. But all of that stuff takes a lot of time, when you create it from scratch, is when it really takes the most time. So I know what you're saying, like, oh, like this year, like I want to fight with Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker of the Division this year, but I know I'm gonna have to wait until next year. That's the reality of what's happening, because there's no way to turn that around and make it happen faster.
And I know that's why they added like the whole download content aspect of it, where like you can download which I do love, other people's rendition of today's version of them. That, but cool. Like you can literally go on and go to downloaded content, and you can download new costumes, mods, characters that people created on the WWE 2K network.
Okay.
Onto your profile, and pretty much play with them, which is cool because I've done that with a few characters as well. But it's not like you can go into, my story or WWE Live and stuff, and it's relevant to what's happening now, which I do kind of love even more now talking about it, because it makes me know and see that the story's developing as time is going. It's not like you don't know who's gonna get injured during this time. You don't know how things are gonna switch up.
Look how many times they had to switch.
Keep it cohesive.
Think about how many times they had to switch up the entire company, because every fucking 5 minutes Seth Rollins is injuring himself.
Unfortunately,
they give him literally. He does this whole "woe is me, I deserve to be the champion." They give him the championship, and then he gets so in his head and in his ego, he goes and does something and hurts himself.
Yeah.
Like right now, I would not give Seth Rollins the belt again, because I cannot. You can't guarantee this with anyone, but with him even less, that he's gonna stay healthy for it.
That part.
I'm literally planning a whole feud for you at the biggest event for the company for the year, and you want to go do something on a Monday night to fuck you up for the rest of the year.
And I feel like it's a lot on their physicality. Like you should. That's how you know certain wrestlers. Like, this is your time. You can't handle the stuff that we need to get done to continue this, because the stunts that are involved with these things, you are going to get hurt, and you have been getting hurt. So
and
we
at your
have to
age,
move on.
At your age, when you get hurt, it takes twice as long for you to get healthy again.
I 100% agree.
So, like now, Seth Rollins is out. I have no idea how they're gonna bring him back, but what I do know is when he does come back, it's gonna be chaos all over again.
Yeah,
until he's back at the top somehow, and something like that. Like and I just
maybe
think
he needs to be like maybe he needs to be like, in a sense, a new Paul Heyman, where he's back, but where he's leading,
he's developing
these others. Yes, like Austin Theory's with me. He's gonna take this title and be and I'm coming for Paul now. I'm coming for Adam Pearce. I'm coming for Triple H. You know, all these things.
All the people that have been doing him wrong in his brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we can discuss that more. But to conclude my main topic for WWE 2K26, I'm excited for it to come out. I do hope there's amazing upgrades. I'm excited for these new era editions that they have coming out. I'm definitely gonna pre-order it. I thought of it yesterday. I'm gonna make sure I do that.
If it's over $100, I'm gonna choke you.
If it's that, I'm waiting for GTA 6 because I want to play
That's
that.
gonna be
as well.
$100, and that's gonna be worth it.
Add like 2 zeros. But yeah, that's my talk today.
Okay, very good.
I'm excited to see what you got.
So, my main topic, or the main thing I want to talk about today, is the continuation of the mania of heated rivalry. Okay. It has been exactly 1 month since the premiere of episode 6. Episode 6 premiered on December 26th. It is now January 26th. So it's been exactly 1 month that we have seen that episode. And the hysteria has not died down. My algorithm is nothing but Heated Rivalry and the boys of Heated Rivalry. The podcast people that do Heated Rivalry, everything is Heated Rivalry.
Ooh.
But one thing that I noticed, for me, Heated Rivalry has ruined my life. And I know that sounds crazy, and I know that sounds dramatic, and I know that was very loud. But Heated Rivalry has ruined my life. The reason I say Heated Rivalry has ruined my life is because ever since experiencing the absolute queer joyness of Heated Rivalry, I cannot deal anymore with any queer stories that is full of drama, trauma,
Amen.
disowning one another, losing everything that you have ever worked for,
Amen.
losing your family.
Amen.
I'm just so fucking tired of those queer stories and
Amen.
that queer trauma.
Amen.
And that is all on Heated Rivalry, because they made me feel so happy and so go lucky and so emotionally high spirited in the best way that now I'm listening to audiobooks. If it doesn't have a happy ending, or if the fucking characters have to lose their lives or lose their family, or the family has to disown them, or the girlfriend throws them out the closet because she's just anything, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Gay man.
I'm so tired of it. I'm so bored with it. The reason Heated Rivalry has done so well, not just with the women, but also the reason gay men love it so well, is because it's the first time that we've been able to just unconditionally be in love and have positive feelings.
Gay man.
The whole time. I know from the first time watching Heated Rivalry, every episode, I was waiting for something terrible to happen. And I know I'm not the only one, because every single reaction person that has reacted to episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, every episode, we're waiting for them to get caught. We're waiting for someone to walk in on them. We're waiting for someone to see them. We're waiting for someone to slip up. We're literally just waiting for the trauma, drama, and the shit show to start and to happen. And the fact that we didn't get that in this show, it opened everyone's eyes to, wow, this is what a real gay happy ending looks like. Because there's a lot of gay stories out there that they try to tell you, oh, they get a happy ending. The character gets a happy ending. Yes, the character gets a happy ending after having their lives ripped away from them, having their families ripped away from them, having any semblance of normalcy or of belonging being ripped away from them. That's the only way that gay people get to experience media, cinema, or anything like that. Or they give us the gay roles of, hey girl, we gotta be extremely gay. We gotta be extremely flamboyant.
100%.
We gotta be extreme. Like, we have to. If we are gay and we don't walk onto the scene saying "kukurikakakoo," they don't want us. If you're not in that, girl, oh my, if you're not snapping your fingers like you're in RuPaul's Drag Race in 2001, they don't want you. They don't see you. And this was the first time. Yes, it was a fantasy because they were professional hockey players. But after they were professional hockey players, you know what they were? Normal people. And all they wanted to do was be normal people. They wanted to be normal people like everyone else. The only difference is that in the privacy of their own home, they like someone who has the same body parts as them. Other than that, nothing. And that is what I want more of now. I have seen every traumatic gay story there has been. I know. Every dad kicks the gay out. Every mom turns on the gay for the dad. Every sibling turns on the gay for the family.
The school hates the...
Every best friend becomes an ex-best friend because you didn't tell them that you were gay, even though you were in the process of trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with your own life. So before you can tell anyone else anything, you need to make sure you know what's going on with yourself. But, oh no, that can't be... No. I'm so done. And again, it could be a good thing or bad thing. I say Heated Rivalry ruined my life in that say, but I say that with a comical sense because I fucking love this show. And it ruined my life in the sense of I no longer want to see or experience gay trauma. Because as a gay person who has dealt with a lot of trauma and a lot of shit in their lives, this was the refreshing reset that I didn't know I needed.
Gay man.
I did not know I needed to see a story like this told in this way for me to feel the way I feel now. Because it has inspired me in so many ways and in positive ways where, like I told you, I feel more connected to you. I feel my love for you grow even more because I see a version of us on TV now. And yes, we did go through drama, trauma, and all those things. But we fought a lot like them for our relationship and to do what we needed to do for us and everything like that. And
really quick,
yeah,
being that it's a show, being that we know this isn't real, but it's very relative to people, it's such a positive look on the way that our lives can be as gay people, as gay men.
Because you're experiencing, like, if you're looking at Shane and Elia, right? Talking about them two. Yes, they're gay men, but these are gay men at the top of their profession. Number one and number two in the hockey world. Shane is winning Stanley Cups. Elia is winning Stanley Cups. Shane is MVP. Elia is MVP. They are the top of the... It's just such a refreshing way to tell the story because then episode 3, you get the traditional gay story. Hunter, super rich, super famous, hockey player, ends up falling for a Starbucks person. That's typical gay.
Yeah.
That's very typical gay.
Lumberjack.
Very typical gay for you to be in love with someone in the closet and then being upset that you don't want to be a secret no more. That is gay 101. Gay 101. Shane and Elia is gay 1010. 1010. But you know what I mean? It's just at another level. It's so much more complex. It's so much more that dives into it. And that's what I love so much about it. Showing the different complex relationships. But for me, like I said, my whole thing was Heated Rivalry has ruined my life in the sense that I no longer want to deal with any kind of storytelling that is queer trauma. If it's not queer joy, I don't want it. Because I have so many queer stories. If I want trauma that I could go back to, I'll go back to Brokeback Mountain. I'll go back to Tu Wong Fu. I'll go back to Pose. I'll go back to Looking. I'll go back to all Queer as Folk. I'll go back to all of those things because as much as they say they were celebrating queer joy and the reality of queerness and da-da-da, which they did. It's not to take away from them. They did. But no one channeled queer joy the way Heated Rivalry did. No one ever in the history of TV. No one. And that's why for me, I'm like, yeah, it's ruining my life because I can't go back to the trauma.
100% agree. I feel like after watching this show, like you said earlier, my feed has been nothing but Heated Rivalry. I'm looking right now as you were explaining everything. I see a post of, it says Heated Rivalry but masked lesbians, and they're reenacting the scene of Shane and Ilya in the gym when Ilya offered Shane his water bottle, and they're doing that little scene. They're doing that over. It has fucking made me feel like finally, there's a story where I don't see a gay man that is a sex worker, a drug addict, trying to just get through the day. Something that's so
that's
Trump
the best
running
thing.
from
They
the
love
cops
to do it to us
because I'm gay and trying to survive that. And yes, running from the cops because I remember you telling me. What the hell was, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Explain this thing that you discovered while I'm working that was representing gays with police and gay people getting caught, and that being the reasoning of the police. There's a gay man that's a police officer.
Oh, you mean the movie?
The movie.
It's not. I saw this movie, and in the early 90s, they were trying to catch gay men to arrest them for indecent, just the most random things. They were just trying to find gay men and arrest them for the most random things. So I found this. After watching Heated Rivalry, I wanted to find some other queer stories and stuff, and I found this other one. And the movie is called Plain Clothes. And I watched it, and I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was very good. The actors were very good. But very early on, I'm like, watching that movie made me realize that Heated Rivalry has ruined my life, because I'm watching this movie, and I'm just like, really, like, after Heated Rivalry, I have to go back, and these are the stories I need to go back and listen to and hear and watch people tell. So in the 90s, the police officers, in order to catch gay men, to arrest them, whether they were doing anything illegal or not, what they would do is they would have good-looking police officers dressed in regular clothing and kind of just hang around. And in the community, there's this thing called cruising, which cruising is just, it's a sexual act where, like, you know, you could be in a store and you see someone and you'll just meet up in the stall and do something quick. You might give them head. You might, you know, whatever. It's just a quickie. Like, it's a quickie or whatever. And I'm just like, of course, after Heated Rivalry and them fighting for this love, the next thing I'm going to watch is going all the way so deep back into the closet that, like, oh yeah, I forgot that back in the 90s, this is what we had to, like, this is what the gay men had to do. They had to live in the closet. They had to live in fear. They had to find partners or people that they could sleep with in the bathrooms at the malls and stuff like that. And then the police officers are undercover. They would literally, what they would do, the police officers would get the guy's attention, nudge or do some kind of symbol to meet them in the bathroom. The guys would go there first. The police officer always had to be second. And the guy would leave the stall open. One of the main rules that you learn in the beginning of the movie is for the police officers, you never go into the stall. You never go into the stall. You never go into the stall. But what would happen is that you would go into the stall and another man would be there waiting. They could be naked. They could be there with their holes out. They could be there on their knees with their mouths open waiting for you. Like, who knows what could be happening there. But again, it's just this traumatic story. Is it real? Is it reality? Is it what we had to go through? Yes. Yes, it is. But there are so many other stories that we can tell, and these stories are so tired and so boring. Our young gays are never going to know that they could experience something like an Ilya and Shane if all they're seeing is trauma, abuse, hate, and fake queer joy. Or queer joy, and the queer joy is you settling for something that you never really wanted. You're just settling for it. But because I'm gay, this is the world that we live in, this is what it is. Again, that's the reality of it. I'm tired of that. Keep me in the fantasy where the gays in love are the gays in love, and that's what it stays, and that's what it is. I'm so over it. I'm so over the hate, the trauma.
Rivalry was the start of that, where we see a different light on the gay aspect of it, because, like you said, because people swear that I was born and I chose I'm gonna be gay and not straight. I'm going to go down this way of life and not this. I cannot explain to you how many times because I feel that I'm hyper aware, and I was even told this, that I'm hyper aware because of me explaining like the way I think in things, that I had that decision or knew. It's like me telling a straight person, why are you straight? Why do you like a girl? Why do you like a man? Why? I can't explain that.
Yep.
Because that's how I was made. Yep. It just was, that's how I feel.
Yep.
So the way you feel towards gay people, anyone that likes whatever you don't like, that's as natural as it is to you hearing it to me. That's me. So it sucks because, yes, there are a lot of straight stories out there where like there's trauma involved, and the way they got to where they got to, it can be crazy. But every single gay story I see,
everyone,
90 out of the 100 are this thing of, oh my God, like, I'm gonna be diseased out, I'm gonna be drugged out, I'm gonna
lose everything I ever worked for.
I'm gonna be homeless,
I'm gonna be lonely,
this, I'm gonna be that, and it sucks. So with Heated Rivalry, back to it, Heated Rivalry definitely showed a different light that,
100%.
like you said, I'm obsessed with, because it's a mix of positive, and
I'm tired of I
natural
am
disasters.
Especially in the world that we live in. Like, we go on our phones like right now, and every other video is a fucking someone dying from ice, or it's just all these crazy things and all these dramatic and traumatic things going on in the world. And then here comes this random small little TV show out of nowhere, who 2 weeks before it premiered, it was only going to happen in Canada. It was never going to come over here.
Thank you, Crave.
And HBO Max said, you know what? Give us that show. We're going to air it over here. And now look at it. Like, thank God. Because I could tell you, as much as I appreciate Queer as Folk, Noah's Ark, let me tell you, Noah's Ark was my motherfucking show.
I've never watched
Noah's Ark.
You spoke about it crazy.
Now, I have all the seasons and I have the movie. That's how much I love Noah's Ark. But even in Noah's Ark, just like Queer as Folk, a lot of trauma, a lot of the things. And yes, those are all realistic things that happen in the gay world. Being a gay man, you are going to find people that do not agree with you. You're going to find people that do not like you for you liking other men. You're going to find family members that disown you, that don't like you, that don't do it. You're going to have all of those things. Yes. And
I can't say that's the majority, because that's only what's been showed.
Which makes you feel like it was the majority.
Yeah, exactly.
And from the majority, that is the reality of it. There's not a lot of us that have accepting families. Like, even for my family, when I was young and I first came out, my mother was not fully accepting of me. My brothers were not fully accepting of me. It took time for them. It took for them to see that I was not changing and this was not a phase I was going through. You know, like, but if you see my family right now, you would have never known that that's how they were. You would have never known that.
I see the adjustment to 2026, which is one of the things I do appreciate about our time today. Mm-hmm. I see the change in that sense where there's more people, way more people accepting of, being other than straight.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, I'm just so glad you said that because I feel exactly the same way. Like,
yeah.
As I'm so happy to be a gay man in today's age because knowing what my uncles had to go through, knowing what their friends had to go through as young gay men in the 90s and in the 80s, their stories, those are true scary stories. Like the AIDS pandemic when it was really at the height of it all and everyone just being absolutely shit-faced terrified of it, as you should be, of course. But at that time, there was no information. There was no knowledge of anything really or a lot of things. So it was just this gay disease all of a sudden, like it just became this thing. And it's like, no, now you see that it's not a gay disease. There's straight people. Everyone had, like it's just a disease.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate.
It's super. But
that's why this heated rivalry praise
took
over.
The reason it took over is because we've seen all of those stories told over and over and over and over. And we've seen it in every demographic. I've seen it Asian. I've seen it black. I've seen it white. I've seen it Spanish. I've seen it French. I've seen it Haitian. I've seen it African. I've seen it Caribbean. I've seen it Jewish.
And for me,
I've
the
seen
biggest
it Mormon.
Yes, you saying all those different ethnicities.
I've seen the same story in all of those.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. It's surprising to see that, like, it took a Russian and Asian Caucasian character to show this light of this side of life, like the gay world, where for us personally, myself, I could say, I didn't judge it right off the bat where, this is a white guy. Of course. No. I relate to it in the things they're going through in their lives.
Yep.
And
because
they didn't bring ethnicity into it that
100%.
That much where I'm like, I don't know that because that's Russian culture. Maybe the language.
I was gonna say, I agree with you. I so agree with you so much because like the things that they were going through, even Scott and Kip, what they went through, Kip not wanting to be in the closet and Scott forcing him back in the closet. That has nothing to do with any race.
Nope.
That is the gay experience. If you deal with someone who is in the closet, that is just the gay experience. It doesn't matter if it's a white and a black guy, if it's a Chinese guy and a Korean guy, none of that matters because it's all the same. It's all the same. What's different is the language used. Like Spanish people might use a certain language, Asians might use a certain these things. But the gist of it, it's all the same. All of it. And this has been such a refreshing change to all of that. And it's like, I had no idea this is what I needed to see more. Like, I thought I just wanted to see gay stories being told. I'm just excited when I see gay people on the screen because I feel I'm being seen and represented. And now experiencing this is like, no. Not only do I want people to experience gay people, I want them to experience them genuinely happy and in a positive light, not having to be an emotional sandbag for some girl or for some guy or something like that. And then the gay person has to deal with their own inner demons.
Yes. You know what this is
Girl, please.
You know what this reminds me of right now? I can't say as big as a feeling because it's not like a movie came out or a show where it's like it's gay heavy, but we knew is when Nicki Minaj was giving the light and love, and she didn't even say it, but we knew and
What are you
felt
talking about?
that she was here for the gays. The feeling of no. This is before today of Nicki Minaj. We were all like, she gave us a heated rivalry. Bitch, we was down for her. All her battles when she went against the Little Kims and the Remy Ma's and all of these things and the Cardi B's, she still had the gays with her. But it's like, it stood there. You know, we're at that stay there stage with heated rivalry. I'm not saying that, you know, later down the line they're gonna come out and say, "Oh, I hate being gay." I think, but it's such a refreshment.
I just think Nicki Minaj was a bad example for this. My whole that's my own thing. I think Nicki was a terrible example.
I can understand
what you're saying. I agree with. It's just Nicki's a terrible example of that because she doesn't represent any of those things.
No,
never has,
and never has. We thought, you know, obviously this does represent us. This is us 100%. So I can see where, you know, it's not a good comparison. But with heated rivalry, yes, the refreshment of finally I'm in this field of life in my real life, and I see these fictional characters that was written in a book way before the show even thought of becoming a show.
2018, that book was written.
COVID.
2018. COVID didn't even happen yet.
You know, we say AD, AC, whatever. AC after COVID, BC before COVID. Yes, BC. Whoa. We had something that was created that we wouldn't. That would make us feel good, and we wouldn't have known that because
it wasn't made into a TV show. Yeah,
yes, because it was a book.
And if you listen to the people talking, like the creators, when they talk about it in interviews now, they talk about how the fact that like there was a streaming service in America who was going to give them they were going to give him more money, more resources to make the show, but they didn't want any kissing or anything to happen until episode 5.
Oh no!
So they wanted to take away.
Canceled.
They wanted to take away all the stuff that hooked us in episode 1 and 2. They didn't want any of it. That's why it happened in Crave, because Crave said, "You know what? We love the show for what it is. We love the show for what it is. Give us that show, and we'll be happy with it." Now everyone's shooting themselves in the foot. Like, fuck, we should have seen it. We should have listened. We had no idea this was gonna happen.
Don't overdose us now with sex stuff to
like,
make it see, you know what I mean? Like, people like to do on these trends and try and now it makes the new stuff like the heated rivalry come out look like you know, no, like look, this is what it is. And the way it was done,
and
was
it's still
delicious, as
it's so say. Yes, and it's still impacting so much. Like, look, today the Hudson and Connor were the torch bearers at the Olympics. They're in Italy walking with the torches and stuff like that. Like, I was saying this earlier to you. I don't remember the last time a TV show made superstars like this.
Yes.
Overnight success, like just overnight, we didn't know anything about you.
Nope.
And now all of a sudden we're obsessed and we love you. I have not seen it at this level with no TV show. There's been TV shows, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, all of these things. I'm sorry. After the first season of Game of Thrones, I didn't see Amelia, the mother of dragons, Jon Snow, and all these people. They weren't being invited to be torchbearers. They're not invited to be on fucking fashion shows. They're not doing every fucking
the only one
social media
I feel
interview
like right
everything
now
in the world.
and I feel like now's the time.
Nothing like
the Golden Girls for the fucking Huntrix and K-pop Demon Hunters. Those are the only ones that I see
of the same level. Of the same level. Again, this year for 2025. The two biggest things were K-pop Demon Hunters and Heated Rivalry, which is crazy because Heated Rivalry again happened. The last episode premiered the day after Christmas.
Wow.
Day after Christmas. And then 3 days after that, the finale of ever of Stranger Things happened. And no one is talking about that.
No.
No one.
Nope.
No one talked about Stranger Things, not even the day after it premiered.
And for me, it's more. Yeah, I didn't hear
The
nothing
day
about
after,
the main thing of it.
I still haven't
or
seen
the
one
scene.
video. I haven't seen one breakdown of Stranger Things. I haven't seen nothing. Everyone is still doing Heated Rivalry.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say about Stranger Things, I am a fan of Stranger Things, and season 5 was an amazing season. I think it was really good, the whole thing. But for me, if you have not seen it, spoiler alert, Will comes out as gay in the final
over it.
episode. So for me, seeing Heated Rivalry and then seeing that after, to me, it was a little whitewash. It was wishy-washy, where I looked at it more like, oh, you just wanted to fit something in
Agreed.
of the time, where it's not like I'm not stupid.
What is the
where I
point?
know that these things were filmed
I agree.
at their separate
What is-
times.
what was
they
the-
were not looking at Heated Rivalry. Like these
Yeah.
things were filmed,
Yeah.
done,
Way
done,
before.
and then posted up. So to see that come out and then Heated Rivalry is there as well.
Not just there. It's overpowering them.
Yes, 100%.
It's overshadowing everything. Like, no one is talking about no other show but Heated Rivalry. No one even... Again, I haven't heard anything about Stranger Things from nobody nowhere. The only ones that have done the reviews of Stranger Things are the ones where their jobs are to review Stranger Things.
And they're
or
obsessed
to do
with
reviews.
it, and they would talk. Yes, and they would talk.
But
they would talk about it.
But then
that's
look,
it.
you look at those reactions of the Stranger Thing reactions.
Mm-hmm.
The most 50, 60K. Heated Rivalry, 500K views, 300K views.
And this is for the
views
people
and
that
the
are
people
reviewing
into
these
it.
things.
Like, yes, these are not the clips and stuff. These are the reviewers, the
Yes.
influencers that's talking about
Yes.
this stuff. Like, I have not seen anything like this. Honestly, I think in my lifetime, like, when it comes, like, a show has come out and it has just shook the world in a way that nobody was prepared for, nobody was ready for, no one knew it was even capable of happening. Because again, if you do break down the substance of the show, in the beginning it felt like it was going to be one thing, but again, the end of episode 2 and on, everything changes. And I thought I was here for the smut. I thought I was here for the sex and the steamy scenes and stuff. No, I'm actually here because if I have to watch Shane cry or bust a tear one more time, I'm going to lose my shit. Or if I have to deal with Elia not being able to express himself or say how he really feels and all, like, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. And I haven't felt that way for a very long time. I don't think I've ever felt that way for any TV show in my lifetime.
And also the way they added, like, the characters, like, the
Yes.
females, the fag hags.
Okay.
And I saw a post on it that made me feel like, okay, what we're talking about is right. They love the females in this show because the support that they give the gay men in these shows is so accurate.
Yep.
And they leave out that extra, of course, drama that can happen.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
I'm
gonna be your best friend.
Yeah.
Even though you were my boyfriend and we're now friends, I'm telling you, we're gonna be best friends.
The closest you get to that feeling of what you're describing is Elena and Kip.
And in that story, like,
But it still feels so amazing. Like,
So
you see
good.
it. One thing about Elena and Kip, you feel, oh, Elena is here for Kip. Her priority is Kip. Her priority is making sure that, Scott, you're fine. You have money. Great. All those things. What's going on with my boo over here? Like that's exactly how my best friend would have come up to someone else that I'm with, like that I'm interested in, but they see that I have to be in the closet and hide and stuff like that. That's exactly how she would have come up to that guy.
I agree.
Like you're great, you're lovely, everything's lovely, but do you know how miserable he is being a secret?
I have to give credit to her name is Nadine
Bada, but
Badha.
Bada or something like that because I saw it in
Bada.
the interview. I'm sorry.
Bob
We
Ha.
are saying your name wrong, yes, but we
Miss
love you.
Nadine as Elena.
Mm-hmm.
Like Melo said, we love
you.
Rose as well.
Rose, another one.
Maria,
We love you.
Right.
All the female on this show. Svetlana.
Kip's
All
dad.
the females on this show.
Well, that's not a female.
I think another reason too that the reason a lot of females love this show too is because the women on this show, the only thing they have to do is be a really good friend.
Yep, the representation.
They don't need
Beautiful.
to carry nobody's trauma. They don't need to like nothing. She is there. Elena is there as Kip's protector, and that is that. Like
And
the
for
women,
me, I feel like
Yeah.
that it showed me because we have
those women in our lives.
You know, we can see them in different people.
Yes.
And it's like, oh shit. For me, I never knew that this could be shown in that way. Like,
Yes.
especially for you.
Where it feels
in
so
particular,
real.
You have a best friend, female, that can relate with you in so many different ways. I hear you speak about it all the time, but like,
Yeah.
I still, that relationship is y'all's. Like, I don't know the things that y'all will speak about between y'all 2. And I see that love that I've seen in the show in real life.
Yeah.
So it makes me appreciate it so much more that, wow, y'all actually were able, well, Rachel Reed was able to develop these characters
Yeah.
in this way and then see it on screen through Jacob, right? Jacob. And it's to me it's flawless.
Yeah.
You know, it's rare.
Yeah.
It's very rare. But
Yeah.
it's flawless how
It really
it's
is.
done.
It really is. Like the women could not have been better people for their gays. They could not have been better people for their gays. Like everything that they needed to be, they were plus more. It was just insane. And yeah,
So I have a question
that's
for
another
you.
reason. Like it just continues to ruin my life.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
When it comes to season 1 is done, complete, the craze is going on, we're involved. You have read the second book about Shane and Ilya, and you know everything that's happening there. We don't want to do any spoilers because we can go into a whole convo about that. Season 3, well, book 3
Was just announced.
was just announced.
Yes.
And Rachel has just created it. Where do you see it going without spoiling season 2?
One of two things.
Book 2.
Either the way I see this happening is book 2 is split up into 2 parts. So book 2, like the first half of book 2, the first half of book 2 would be the first half of the second book, and then the third season would be the rest of the book, the ending of it, because there is a very specific point where Jacob can absolutely 100% end the season, and then season 3 is going to be the conclusion of this. There's absolutely a point in time in the book, in the story, where it makes like 100% total sense. The layout of it, it just feels like that's where, if it's cut into 2, if book 2 is cut into 2 seasons, I know exactly where the cut is going to happen.
I would love that because that means we'll have more.
I know exactly where the cut is going to happen. I know exactly, like, to the T, I know exactly where it's going to be. If they decide to do all of book 2 in season 2, I'm excited for that too, because then what that tells me, instead of 6 episodes, we're going to get anywhere between 8 and 12 episodes.
And how many was season 1?
6.
Oh, yeah.
It was 6 episodes. Yeah. So season 2, if we can get 8 to 12 episodes, I think we can tell all of book 2 in season 2. And then if we get season 3, even though they said we got season 3, but you never know. If season 3 does happen, that could be all of book 3. But I don't know if that's how Jacob and everyone has it planned. Mm-hmm. Because, again, I think the safe way to do it would be, if you're going to give us season 2 and 3, then book 2 is going to get cut into 2 parts. And the first half is going to be left on a cliffhanger. Because the book, there's a cliffhanger in the middle of the book that is so major, it can absolutely be the end of the season. And then when you come back, you see the aftermath of what happened and the consequences of what happened in the first half of the book.
Okay, so because I would love that.
There's a lot of shit that goes down.
You said,
my God,
there's multiple books, correct?
Yes.
Like Heated Rivalry is Shane and Elia.
But
correct.
Yes, but the Shane and Elia story is specifically told within 3 books.
Okay, so then it would be so dope if what you said happens, where that at that cliffhanger it stops, because there's so many other gay stories within this hockey world that'll happen, where it's like, if we got a season of someone else.
No, I don't want
that.
I don't want that.
No?
I do not. No, I don't want that. Do not give me half a season with Shane and Elia's story, and then the next season you're going to go into a totally different person's story. No. Finish Shane and Elia's story, then go tell your next story.
I think that'll be better too.
Do
because
not.
People will expect. I would ignore a lot of the new stuff that they'll try and bring in. And I'm still waiting for Elia and Shane.
I'm waiting for you to finish Shane and Elia's story.
100%.
What is wrong with you? Yeah. Why would you sit here and like? It's one thing to do it the way they did with episode 3. Like, if they did that in again, if season 2 is 8 episodes long or 10 episodes long, one of those episodes, just like here in season 1, is a different book. I think that'll work perfectly. I think that'll be a really nice way of continuously having that formula of storytelling. I think that might be interesting and stuff. But it cannot just be like it has to do more. It cannot just be like,
because without giving spoilers, like I've heard so much of what you've read, so I'm like, I know that this is gonna be a thing, like there's so much that can happen. Because what I see, because there's so many different books and stories, I see different directors getting involved. Like, it reminds me,
and it all depends. I know what you mean. It all depends on how crazy it gets, because maybe Jacob goes crazy and is like, listen, I did all of season 1, I'm doing all of season 2 as well.
Yes, and I hope so. That's what I want.
But also, there are so many amazing things that happen even early on in the book for book 2 that I'm very interested to see what they do and how they do it. Especially with the amount of new characters that are going to be introduced, that need to be introduced in order to tell this story. Which I'm very excited for. We're gonna meet Harris, we're gonna meet Troy, we're gonna meet the dogs. Like, I'm super excited to meet the dogs. Spoiler alert.
Oh no, okay, no. Listen,
but it's just, I'm very excited, but also what going back to what you were saying is like, no, I don't want it to be that. Like, I don't want for half of season 2 to be Shane and Elia, and then the season 3 doesn't finish the Shane and Elia story but goes into Troy and Harris. Like, be like, do the cohesive thing. If you want to tell every story in your universe, then do it correctly. do it in a certain way. Like it doesn't need to be all just that way.
Well, we did say one thing. This is a little spoiler, not too much, but about a character that could be played in one of the books.
No, that's
Of
not a spoiler. Everyone knows that.
no,
If
no,
you
no.
know the books, you know that Harris is going to be not might be is going to be introduced into. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Harris. Fabian is going to
Yes,
be introduced in
yes.
season 2.
Okay, so that's what
Like
it was, y'all.
you
I
must like if you know Fabian because Fabian
Who's Fabian? Let's
we
introduce.
meet
What's
Fabian.
his summary of him as a person?
Fabian
not a
is
story.
another character in the Heated Rivalry universe. I forgot what number book it is, but I believe Fabian is from the book Role Model. I don't know what number it is in the series, but I did read the books. I just happened to listen to them out of order. Um, but Fabian, for me, the actor who played Kid Flash in his name is Keon Linesdale or some shit like that. I probably just butchered his whole name. But the one who played Kid Flash on the CW's The Flash, he would be the perfect Fabian.
Yeah,
Everything
Lonsdale.
everything the way Fabian was described in the book is exactly this person.
Yes.
So that's more of like a character like casting thing I want to do. So I don't want to dive deep into it because it has nothing to do with why it ruined my life.
Yeah.
But and I wanted to stay on focus and to
Yeah,
finish and everything.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, I'm excited for season 2. There's a lot of exciting things. There's a lot of intense things that are meant to be coming and happening. If they do it right in the first 3 episodes, I think everyone will be crying in the most uncontrollable way that you will not understand why until you
More than what
see
we
it.
did already.
Yes, because there's something that happens in the first 5 chapters of the second book that's so fucking sweet and so like sugar plum fairy tale unicorns that I fucking love so much. And then the most intense scene that everyone is looking forward to. Even the actors themselves are talking about this scene, the trophy room scene. If you don't know what that means, it's okay.
Go read the books.
No. If you want to read the books, go ahead. But you can absolutely save yourself and just wait for that moment to happen. Just know you better be ready. Because if they do it the way they do it in the books, that chapter was 11 minutes long. And it was the most intense 11 minutes of that entire book. It was the most, like, holy shit. Like, whoa. More than anything else in the book.
Yeah,
More.
I'm
I
excited
cannot
for
wait.
that.
It's going to be so good. But, so that was my main topic and everything, how Heated Rivalry has ruined my life. And to close out today, what we want to do, we always want to end on something positive and something fun. And us being big music lovers, we want to end every show with our song of the week. So what that means is just a song that we have been listening to on repeat over and over. It could be new, it could be old, it doesn't matter. It's just a song that we have been really enjoying and we want to share with you. So, CJ, what's your song of the week?
Well, the way Heated Rivalry has taken over your life, it has taken over mine as well. And my song of the week, if you have not heard it, it is in Heated Rivalry. The song is called, okay, you're going to probably have to help me. But,
Tucking something. Yeah,
Mange
something
Out.
hot.
Man Gets Out.
Uh-huh.
It's spelled Mangeto.
Is it
U-T.
the Get Lost Forever?
Get Lost Forever. The artist is Wet Leg. Wet Leg. Okay. And for me, the song, it should have been called Get Lost Forever. But that song is on Heated Rivalry, and it is addicting to me because it's the start of episode 2, correct? Yeah, episode 2. It starts off in that episode, and it's just very good. Like, we're music heads. I love different type of musics at different type of times of what I'm feeling, and that song just stuck with me for the past few weeks, months of watching this show. So for me, that's my song of the week.
Awesome.
Artist, Wet Leg, song, Mangits Out. I spelled it earlier, so yeah, go find it.
Okay. And so my song of the week, I'm actually going to give honorable mention, or like, so last episode, I yelled at Jacob Tierney and Peter to release the song from episode 2 of The First Penetration. Y'all, we finished recording the episode. We closed the computers. I go onto YouTube, and lo and behold, the fucking song is uploaded. So Peter, thank you so much. Jacob Tierney, thank you so much. That song has been on repeat nonstop. I love it so much, and I'm obsessed.
Actually kind of hate you now.
However, my song of the week is actually not Heated Rivalry. It is a remake of a very famous, very, very, very famous, very iconic song from the Broadway world. So one thing about me, I love show tunes. I love musical theater. That is my shit. And so there is a 2025 rendition of Ragtime. Specifically, the song is called Your Daddy's Son. The originator of that song is the iconic Audra McDonald, which I love.
Yes.
And I'm obsessed with. I love everything about it. However, y'all, this new girl, her name is Nichelle Lewis.
Ooh.
The way she sings this song,
and the way
she gets to in the ending, when all of the pain and all, you know the lyrics, all the pain, all the blood and the pain, the anger and the pain, I buried my heart in that whole sequence. Listen to the way Miss Nichelle Lewis performs that. I'm not saying it's better than Audra. I'm not saying that at all. But my God, is it fucking amazing. It's one of the hardest songs any singer can sing in musical theater and anything like that. But that song, the way she does it, it's so good and it's so powerful and so beautiful. You will get goosebumps, teary-eyed, and everything from the moment that you listen to it. So please, if you're not a musical theater head, still give it a try. If you are, Nichelle Lewis, Your Daddy's Son from Ragtime, the 2025 cast recording, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for joining us here at the C Squared Podcast. Again, my name's Carmelo.
And my name is CJ.
And we'll see you on the next one.